And then I realized that I don't have editing software, so...
You have Windows Movie Maker, right?
Alrighty, so... We are back once again for Delta Green, Impossible Landscapes. And we've decided that you are all going to be N-Cell. Because we didn't assign a cell to you last gaming session. Yes, it's because you are an incel.
Aw.
Now put those panties back down. They don't belong to you.
Aw.
Alrighty, where we left off last week, I believe you had placed Marcus under arrest for the listening device that he... Manuel. Yes, you've placed Manuel under arrest for the listening device that he had planted in Abigail, or near Abigail's apartment. You had also begun sorting through the torrent of strange... I guess, papers, devices, things that she has scattered all over her apartment. Essentially, you had begun sorting through her art installation that was once her apartment. And we left off with somebody walking up the stairs. So,
Dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
balls in your court.
I don't actually remember who was heading upstairs.
You don't know.
No, we don't know. We were all there together in the apartment, right?
Yes, it was about 9 o'clock.
Were we deciding to follow it, or guys, or were we trying to follow it, or?
I say we investigate. I say we follow the footsteps. I want to see who we haven't questioned everyone who lives here, so maybe it's appropriate to take drag from cigarette. Investigate.
Real quick. I do agree with that, but why did you go from pedophile to Batman to pedophile?
I forgot.
Are you
I forgot
telling
it was
me they aren't one and the same?
I forgot.
Only old jaded rich man hangs out on the streets with underage kids. Are you telling me that there's a fucking difference, Andrew?
I forgot who I was playing. Wrong game. Wrong campaign.
How many
Oh,
campaigns are you playing in? Are there other campaigns, Skoobz? You have to tell me if there are.
Oh no,
I-
I've used
Razz,
personality.
Oh my God, I've been
Razz,
used.
you never said we were.
I'm
okay.
so alone.
I've clearly derailed this too hard with this situation.
Razz, you never said we were exclusive. You
I
never said
can't
we were
believe
exclusive,
you.
Razz.
Slut. Whore. So,
Here we go.
who's going up the stairs? Are you going up the stairs, or are you just going to leave the residents alone to their life?
We still have to investigate. Sorry. Interview Roger.
If
Oh.
Roger's even there, or if Roger even comes out after the kerfuffle we did yesterday.
Well, how he know? He didn't open the door.
Yeah, but someone was still banging on the door heavily.
Oh, no, he might not know.
Exactly.
Well, there's the
He
rest
just
of an
doesn't get out of
apartment.
bed till 2 p.m. This is a building filled with artists, after all.
All right. So it's 9 o'clock. Either we follow that footsteps, or we do something else. I would say I'm for going with the footsteps.
Yeah, I'd say let's all four of us mog the let's mog the individual. Go
Yeah,
upstairs,
sure,
just-
that'll go down well.
I've got a much better idea.
Yeah, what could
Murphy-
possibly go wrong?
Yeah, like Murphy's gonna stay the fuck away from people as much as possible because
No,
we
I
all know
think
how good
Murphy's
he
a
is.
real go-getter, and he should definitely go interview more people.
It's misunderstood.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna continue cattle dogging.
You know what? I
Cattle
think
dogging.
you should do that. I think you should do that. Murphy. Scoot. I think you should do that. Yeah. Well, all right, if anyone wants to come with me, let's go up the stairs.
Follow suit.
Alrighty. So, what is it? Carrie and Jay, you start to head up the stairs. It's a fairly slow gait from which you can tell. Yeah. Seem to be heading up from... Give me a listen check, actually.
Is it listen or is it?
It'll be alertness, sorry.
Yeah, lightness.
Fuck off. So Jay, you understand that, judging from the way the footfalls, it's a slow gate, probably on the next staircase up from you. But putting it together, you think that it probably came from the ground floor. But you didn't hear them come in through the front door. It's got a buzzer on it, so they would have either had to buzz in or use their key. You didn't hear anybody at the front door.
No, I didn't hear anyone at the front door. So, not on the ground floor. On the first floor, right? I heard
You guys are currently on the first floor, yeah, but you still can't see him. But you can still hear the footfalls going up the stairs.
Forgot
Do we
your
just
name.
continue to go up?
Yeah, I just say Rick. It sounds like he's still going up. Let's keep going.
Very, very well. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. So we continue to go up the stairs.
Yep.
All right.
God, I should really give up cigarettes.
You see the back of a slightly older gentleman, probably late 30s, early 40s, maybe, you think?
Oh, yeah? Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh. He stops, turns around, looks at you both. Give me human.
Both of us or him? Oh.
You guys.
Okay. Oh wow.
Look at us go.
So he looks he kind of, it's strange. He looks kind of like he's suspicious of you, both of you. You know, he seems slightly you would say, he's taken aback by your presence.
Sir, hello. My name, I pull out my badge. Agent Rick Carey, FBI. And this is Agent J, also FBI.
My badge.
And what can I do for you two gentlemen?
We're just wondering if we could ask a few questions, relating to, one of the residents on the bottom floor, Abigail Wright.
Oh, yes. What about her?
Well, we just wanted to we're trying to gather an understanding of, just everything going on here. We've seen some, suspicious activity. We just want to interview all the residents that we have.
Let's just give me, what's your base human scores? 50 to 60. Skoobz, with your 60, you don't have to roll it. You can just see that he's like, he looks confused, like, activities, like, you know, his eyebrow kind of raises on that. Activities? What do you mean? It's pretty
look,
quiet around here as far as I can, as far as I know, and I live here, so.
look, it's just nothing to be concerned. We're just trying to piece together a couple of things. If you wouldn't mind answering a few questions.
How long is this going to take?
It shouldn't be more than a few minutes, sir.
Do you want to question me here on the hallway, or?
Well, if you would you like to invite us into your apartment if you feel that's more comfortable, or whatever suits you.
It's fine. Well, he kind of climbs the rest of the stairs and stands at the top of the walkway there. So you are now both, like, all three of you are standing pretty much in the hallway, the walkway of the second floor of the building.
Excellent.
Give me
okay,
alertness, both of you.
I failed.
Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, 1 minute. Yeah.
Where's yours?
Ah!
With a 56 out of 50 and a 51 out of 50, you both fail.
Oh,
he's just officers. Is it officers? Agents, I assume then. What do you need of me?
can I first can I just get your name, full name?
Yes, it's Roger Caron.
Roger.
Yes, and the gentleman that you see looks suspiciously like this man.
So what was the name again? I missed that.
Roger
Caron.
Caron.
Interesting. Okay, can I ask what apartment you live in?
My apartment's down on the ground floor.
I see. I see. Very well. And
Yes,
would
that's
that be
3A.
yes. Next, Mr. Thomas Manuel.
Oh,
Am I correct?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Cool. May I see some identification? Nothing to be concerned about, sir. Just.
I don't have my wallet on me.
Ah.
I live here.
Well, just, I didn't know if you were, out and about. Very well. That's okay. Sure. Okay.
We're on the second floor. Visiting a buddy of yours?
No, I'm just stretching my legs.
But
I always walk the floors at night to, get away from my typewriter, as it were.
yes. Bit of isometric exercise. Good for your health. Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Of course. Very well. Can I ask your did you have any relationship to Abigail Wright?
No more than we shared the same floor of the apartment.
So you wouldn't see her very often, just the occasional
Well, I mean, she
run in
used
the
to.
hallway.
Well, no, she used to live down there on the ground floor, obviously. But
just the occasional run in the hallways.
well, no, I mean,
Abigail?
I haven't seen her for some time, not since her going away party, or her moving party, as it were.
Moving party.
Yes,
Can
yes,
I
it
ask
was
when,
quite loud, actually.
Yes, interesting. Were you invited to this by chance? Did you happen to?
Well, yes, everybody that lives here was invited.
I see. So, can I ask who attended by chance, off memory?
Yeah, well, all of us attended. We all live here.
Excellent. I see. Very well. Can I ask the rough date, perhaps, of the going away party?
It was a couple of months ago, I guess. I'm not quite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Can I just get you to confirm if Thomas Manuel was at this going away party?
Yes. Like I said, we were all invited.
No, I just need to confirm the facts. I just I can't make assumptions. You must understand.
But why the interest? What's going on here?
I'm trying to just gather everyone's relationship with Miss Wright.
Okay, but what has she done now?
Well,
Have you not heard?
Have you not heard?
What
She's
are you
missing.
talking about?
She is missing.
Abigail's missing.
Yes.
Since
How long
when?
have you been in that room, sir?
I've lived there for some time. But she's not missing. She just moved rooms.
Moved rooms.
Which room?
Yes. What? She lives up on the 6th floor. She's what is it? Apartment 12A. If I think
Apartment
that's
12A.
right. Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so she lives in apartment 12. This building.
Of course, this building. What do you mean? I'm
Sir,
sorry, I don't understand this line of questioning that you've taken.
So our understanding is Abigail Wright has been missing for some time
Missing?
now.
What?
The police have launched an investigation. Now the FBI has now been involved.
Oh, Razz, can I
Uh-huh.
say? I'm smelling him. Does he smell booze?
You're smelling him.
Roll to sniff.
No, but I mean, you're staying there having a conversation with him. If he'd been drinking, you would be able to smell it on his breath, but you don't smell alcohol in his breath.
Okay.
Interesting. So, no, sir, she has been declared, and there's an investigation having been launched.
Well, I mean,
So-
I don't know what
So
you're
are you just telling
investigating.
So you're telling me you could take us up to the 12th floor right now, when could possibly find Abigail Wright in apartment 12A, was it?
Well, I mean, getting to 12A, I'm not going to I've not visited her apartment, so I'm.
But you could take us to 12A right now.
I
If
might
you wouldn't
be
mind
able to.
stretching your legs a bit longer, perhaps.
Well, I mean, I guess I could.
If you wouldn't mind, sir, this would very much help us with an investigation and obviously do a service to law enforcement. Relieving them of unwanted work, if that makes sense.
Well, look, I don't want to intrude on their privacy. Obviously, you understand. They've obviously moved rooms for a reason.
I would appreciate that you would take us up to the 12th floor if possible.
Well,
I'd
she's
like
on the
you-
6th floor for one,
Oh, sorry,
agent.
6th floor. Sorry,
so
6th
maybe
floor.
you
Sorry.
maybe you should get your notes in order before you address
Sorry.
me so directly.
Razz, don't use the character to insult me. I just goofed, okay?
This is role playing, bitch.
Perhaps you'd be able to hear a little better if you were a little taller, sir.
Sorry, Skoobz. Sorry, Skoobz. You said the wrong number. You failed a check.
Ah, yes, a very well constructed argument, but it appears that you've misplaced a comma. Oh, tisk, my friend. How very unfortunate for your argument.
Look, Mr. Curran, I would implore you to assist us with this investigation.
Look, I have a prior engagement up on the 4th floor, okay? If you must know. I can take you to the 4th floor, but from there, if you feel the need to visit Miss Wright on whatever it is that she's done, then that will be on you. I don't work here, I live here. I'm under no duress to do as you request. And I'm quite busy. I have a very tight schedule.
Very well. To the 4th floor then, Mr. Curran.
Very well.
Agent J, do you have any other questions before we get moving?
No.
Very well then.
Yeah. Okay, so you you both continue up to the next to the top of the staircase of the 2nd floor. He reaches the door to the rooftop and opens the door, and you can both make sanity checks.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
I'm glad they didn't check the map. I didn't realize, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like when you're standing outside having a cigarette and you look up and you're like, huh, the rest of the building.
Okay, so if you fail, let's see, we've got a 34 out of 70 for Jay, so that is 1. Agent Carry, failure, that is, no,
That's a success.
that's, Carry with the 26 out of 61, another success, so that's just 1 for both of you. As the door opens, and you realize that this is not the roof. In fact, before you sits what looks to be a smoking room, as far as you can understand. It definitely takes you by surprise. It looks like a 1920s, 1930s smoking lounge. The decor of the room itself appears to be from anywhere from the 1800s to the 1930s. Fine furnishings, bookcases on the walls made out of what looked to be a aged mahogany, and leather-bound books sitting on the shelves. Smoking, the smoke of rich cigars waft through the air, and there's a dull haze throughout the room. You can see that in the back corner of the room there's a what looks to be kind of like a drinks cabinet on like a trolley, like you might see a movable drinks cabinet in an old movie. It reminds you of the old school gentlemen's clubs. You see a somewhat rotund gentleman wearing a suit sitting in a large leather chair, smoking a cigar and nursing what looks to be a whiskey.
Where is Roger going? He said he's going to the 4th floor, so we're following behind him.
He's opened the door to the smoking lounge that shouldn't exist, and he's walked inside.
Mr. Curran.
Oh, yes.
What the fuck is this?
Excuse me?
I'm confused that a door to the... I was led to believe this was the door to the rooftop. What room is this?
This is the smoking lounge. What do you
Smoking lounge.
whoever gave you your directions has obviously misled you. Rourke, my friend, how are you this evening? The gentleman over in the large leather chair in the corner of the room raises a glass and Ah, Mr. Karun. I'm glad to see you could make it. Who are your friends?
Mr. Rourke, my name is Rick Carey. This is
Karun
Agent J.
starts walking away from you. He's already walking over to the drinks cabinet.
Drinks cabinet. He's getting a beverage.
Yes. Looks like he's
See.
making a whiskey.
I'm just looking. Is there like a staircase to a third floor?
No. There's multiple exits from the room. There's one doorway that's to the left. There's in front of you what looks like to be an arch that leads on to an extending hall.
Mr. Rourke, Karun was he was taking us upwards closer to the 6th floor. We were looking for one of the residents, Abigail Wright.
Oh, Abby. What's she done this time? She's a little. She's quite a piece, if you know what I mean. Bit of a wily one though as well.
Understood. We were led to believe she has been missing for some time now.
Missing? No. She's taken up with that low-life salesman.
Salesman.
Yes, well, he always did have that look about him, you know, heartbreaker, aren't I right, Karun? Karun goes,
The look.
what she sees in him. So let's go back downstairs. Both Agent Scout and Agent Harlem, you're standing around, obviously still kind of sorting through Abigail's, I guess, artwork as far as you can place it, when you realize that both of your co-workers have not returned yet. It's been about 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Yeah, if it's been 10, I would
Well,
just.
have we heard any
cattle
screaming or struggling? Or...
You've not heard anything like that.
Huh. That's weird.
If you'd like, you can continue to disassemble the art installation.
Actually, Jim makes a very valid point. There hasn't been struggling, which is weird.
No, that's weird for you, Andrew.
I didn't do anything. I sat in the corner.
Yeah.
I instigated it, but
You did instigate a lot. But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is that really suspicious?
Well, you knew that they were going out to see who was on the walkway, but that's really it. It's not exactly suspicious. But
Yeah.
if they were going to go
after 10
question,
minutes.
yeah, if they were going to go question somebody, you know, after 10 minutes, then obviously they're doing a bit more in-depth questioning rather than just saying, "Hey, what's your name? Do you know anything?"
honestly, after 10, I would just continue cataloging.
Alrighty, well,
Yeah,
continue
it's like
cataloging.
this-
I did hear you the first time, Andrew.
Yeah, no, I've never. I don't think I've ever said catalog properly in my life. It's always been catalog.
Jesus Christ, your parents raised you wrong. On a farm.
As a joke, on
Well,
purpose.
I wasn't going to say it because that was implied. So, if you're both going to hang around and continue disassembling the art fixture, you can both make me sun rolls.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go, boys.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's good.
Right. With Scout with a 98 out of 59, it's a fail, and with Harlem a 9 out of 54, success. Harlem, you don't lose anything, but Scout, you lose 1 sanity. Now, have either of you failed a sanity check in here before? I know somebody failed one last week.
I failed one.
You
Yeah,
failed one.
last time.
Okay, cool. Not a problem. I believe this is your first one, Scout.
I think it is. I'm just going back through the rolls. I think that's my first san fail.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just double check your san. Just like, hey, what's my max? What is it now?
But while you stand here, kind of trying to catalog the random pieces of paper that's strewn all around the room, you just, you start to feel a strange sensation, like you're being watched. You turn around, you see that Harlem is busy cataloging as well. He's not paying you any mind, but that sensation just, it lingers at the back of your mind, off-putting just a bit. We shall, if you continue cataloging, for the next, say, 3 hours, then you'll be able to find something. So are you going? So how long would you, I guess, allow Agents Carrie and Jay to be away before you start to grow suspicious?
Probably a half to an hour.
Okay, not a problem. In that case, we'll go back to Agent Carrie and Agent Jay.
Like, honestly, yeah, I wouldn't really be
that's
suspicious.
That's absolutely fine. No, like, seriously, play the character the way you play it. Like, after an hour, okay.
Yeah, like after a half hour, I'd just be like, should we go check on them? After an hour, it'd be like, we're going to go check.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna
It's just
say,
be like, wow, they've sure been talking to someone for a while.
for some time now.
Wow, it's it's been a lot longer than a while now.
But yeah, so Carrie, Jay, you're standing here in the smoking lounge, apparently. And Karen sits down in a large leatherback seat across a small table from Mr. Rourke, as you've been introduced. There's a bowl of what looks to be like a couple of bowls of, I guess you'd call them snacks, sweets, cinnamon sticks, some macaroons. He helps himself to some dates and sits back into the chair.
Quick question, Rock. Are you a tenant of this apartment?
Well, I mean, yes, I've lived here for some time now. I guess you'd call me old blood, huh, Karen?
Which room do you live in?
Well, I'm up on the 7th.
7th floor.
Yes.
I see. Very well. Very well. How long has Abigail Wright been at the 6th floor? And why did she move from the ground floor up higher? Do you know?
Well, Abby's a sweet kid and all, but after she met that businessman chap, well, I think he twisted her arm into moving in with her.
I see.
Moving
do you
in
know
with
his
him.
name?
I've never been formally introduced. He's always skulking about the building and whatnot, but I've never been formally introduced, as it were.
Interesting. Could you point me in the? I don't see any stairs. Could you point me in the direction to go further up?
Do I look like a bellboy? If you need to find somewhere, then go and speak to the manager.
The manager.
Yes, the night manager.
There is a manager.
Who do you think manages the apartment, you pompous ass?
May I politely ask as to where I would find said manager? It would help with my investigation.
He's just down the hall. Really, Karun, I don't know how you've put up with it. Why did you bring these people here? Spoil sports. They haven't even had a drink. None of them have offered to shake my hand and introduce themselves formally. Really, the quality of people that you involve yourself with makes me begin to question my involvement with you. Karun just kind of shrugs, takes a sip.
Very well then, if you'd like me to formally introduce myself. My name is Agent Rick Carey, FBI. I pull out my badge. This is
Agent J. Pulls out my
FBI.
badge. Agent J, pull out my badge.
Ah, well then, was that so hard, really? He stands up, he brushes a hand across his suit jacket, and reaches an arm out towards you, Agent Carey.
I extend my arm out in return. I just need to do one thing quickly. Here we go.
With a 97 out of 50, you fail your strength
Fucking
check.
nailed it.
And you feel the bones in your hand crunch as he takes your hand into the large paws that are on the ends of his arms. He knows exactly the power play you're going for, and he's not going to fail for it. He gives you a knowing grin and says, Mark Rourke. And it's a pleasure, I'm sure.
And I witnessed this, so I do no strength check.
Yeah, he offers you a hand.
Yep, and I reach out mine and shake his.
He
Without any
gives you a very strong handshake. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Now,
Go on.
Now that we've been formally introduced, would you care for a beverage? Feel free to help yourself. There's plenty to go around. He looks to Karun with Skoobz, with your humint. You can see that it's something like an in-joke almost. He kind of like Karun kind of chuckles.
I'm afraid I don't drink on the job.
Likewise.
Well, you are certainly a man of more stronger conviction than I. Look, if maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Now that we are properly, formally introduced, what can I say? I guess my better nature's gotten the hold of me. If you'd like, I can introduce you to the night manager. He's not very far from here.
Thank you. We would appreciate that, and the Bureau would appreciate that for helping with this investigation.
Well,
I know it's of the most importance that we find Miss Wright.
well, just as long as you don't bring the Bureau too close around here, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we don't want to be. We want to get it done, and we will be on our way.
Well, very good. Follow me then. He walks you down into the hallway. And as you kind of start walking through this hallway, you kind of feel the carpet under your feet feels very old, but the color in it is very vivid. Both give me sanity checks.
Oh shit.
Who's leading the way then? I guess it's Jay.
Hot Wheels.
Jay, with an 81 out of 69, you fail. And as you both begin following in behind Mr. Rourke, you get the strangest sense of vertigo as the hallway continues to stretch out before you. And Rourke is definitely walking, and you're walking behind Rourke. And you turn around behind you, and you realize that you've not traveled anywhere. You're still standing in the doorway to the smoking room. You lose 1 sanity.
Do I look like I'm dizzy, or do I just like it's just vertigo?
No, it's just the rooms, the kind of the hallway is spinning. And then, Agent Carey, do you look behind yourself as well?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, you see Agent J kind of turn and look behind you with a strange look on his face, and following his gaze, you realize that, yeah, you're still standing in the doorway of the smoking room. The smoking lounge, I should say. Well, come along then. I don't usually play tour guide, you know. You look around, eyes front again, and Rourke is standing with his hand on a door at the end of a hallway. At the end of a hallway.
Oh.
Sanity checks.
It keeps happening.
With a 42 out of 61, that's a pass, and a 28 out of 61, that's also a pass. You look behind yourselves again to realize that the hallway is now stretching and winding, and you have no idea how you got here. But you're in front of a door, and emblazoned on the front of it in a gold plaque reads the words Night Manager. Rourke opens the door. Excuse me, Mr. Castaigne. Do you have some visitors? And he kind of looks back to both of you. Well, I'll leave you to your business then.
May I ask one final question before you depart?
You can see that he with your human, you don't need to roll. You can see that he's quite frustrated. He wants to leave. Go ahead.
You mentioned you've been here for some time now. May I ask what year that you moved into this apartment?
Oh, it's been such a long time. It's hard to keep track, really. Maybe, you know what? I'll have a look into my finances, and I'll see if I can't track down an exact date for you. But I believe it was, must have been the early 20s. 2022, maybe?
1922.
What? No.
1922.
What? Yeah, oh, yes, 1922, of course.
1922. Are you aware of what year it is now?
Yes, it's 1933.
1933. Yeah.
That wasn't a joke. So I'm.
Very well. You know what? I appreciate if you. I'm sorry, but you've been. This is very helpful. But if you could look into those finances, that would be fantastic. I just would like to, just for verification purposes.
Sure. I can go ahead and do that.
We will visit you at another date. May I get your apartment number?
Oh well, I'm sure you'll find it. You're both able gentlemen. He gives you a nod and turns to walk away.
Excuse me, sirs. I believe you have some business with me.
Yes, Mr. Night Manager. Agent Rick here.
That's Mr. Castaigne.
Mr.
He
Castaigne, sorry.
he reaches an arm out to both of you.
Take my strong hand.
I reach out my hand.
Oh no.
He with a 74 out of 50, the very, very old man who shuffled with a limp over to you somehow shakes your hand and crushes it. Apparently.
I just can't wait for him to start taking damage by this.
Don't give me ideas, I might.
I figured you would have started the sanity rolls now.
Oh my.
Oh my gods, my ego is ruined. Oh Christ.
But yes, you can see that the superintendent, the night manager, I should say. Sorry, looks as though he walks over to you with a shuffling limp. He looks very old, probably late 80s, early 90s. You'd say. His hair is white and unkempt, and he wears enormous Coke bottle glasses. But you can see that he is wearing probably a very expensive suit, though it is well worn. You can definitely see it was once of very fine quality. The room itself that he lives in is absolutely chock full of books. You're not quite sure what kind of books they are. They're not so much books as maybe newspapers, collected articles. They're just stacked wall to wall with these old yellowed newspapers, magazines.
Do they have a date on them?
Sorry?
Do they have a date on them? Like a 19, just trying to match it with Mark books.
You kind of casually look over to some of them as Mr. Castaigne crushes Agent Carey's hand. And read the dates on them. Things as 1st of July 1923 with the front caption, Russo-Germanic Pact crumbles, Vienna liberated.
Interesting.
But give me a sanity check.
Just me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey.
With a 17 out of 70, that's 0 loss. But the sheer volume and apparent age of these bizarre papers is very disquieting. Usually, papers of this sort of age should be absolutely rotted to nothing by now, just from age, the nature of the paper these things used to be printed on.
So,
Well, looking
gentlemen, what can I do for you?
Mr. Castaigne, we're with the Bureau of Investigation. We are looking into the disappearance of Miss Abigail Wright, one of the tenants here. However, we've been informed by the lovely gentleman in the drinking room.
Mr. Rourke, yes.
Yes, Mr. Rourke and Mr. Curran have informed us that Abigail is actually in the premises on the 6th floor.
Yes, that's true. She relocated some time ago.
I see, a couple of months ago, perhaps?
I'm afraid I'm not so good with my timekeeping anymore. But It would be some time, yes.
I see. Very well. No, it would. I understand. I hate to disservice you, but perchance you could lead us, to the stairs, stairwell, leading to Abigail's apartment, or even to Abigail's apartment if possible. Mr. Rourke told us you'd be the man to help us get to where we need to go.
No, I'm afraid I possibly couldn't. You see, I'm waiting for the superintendent. We have a meeting.
Superintendent.
Yes.
I see. The superintendent. What's his role? Perhaps. What is he the superintendent of? I was just wondering.
He's the superintendent of the facility.
The facility.
Yes. This fine establishment.
Can you tell me about this establishment? What is its purpose?
He looks at you like, "Are you fucking dumb?" And then shrugs almost to himself.
Well, you see, this hotel, Broadbin, has been a fine house of many a fine person for quite some time.
How long have you worked here?
As long as I can remember, it's been a very long time.
How old are you, Mr. Castaigne?
Gentleman doesn't tell.
Apology for my partner's intruding question, but perhaps maybe a more diplomatic way of asking is how long. What do you remember the date you started here? Just the year.
And all those years, they start to run together over a while.
Of course. Do you, could you answer me this? What year is it?
What sort of question is that?
Not a trick question at all, sir.
If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it's probably it must be August of 1933.
See.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Right. Okay. So, potentially. Okay. I see. Well, I know you were waiting for a meeting with the superintendent, but if you'd be so kind as to take just a second to point us in the direction of the stairwell to lead to Abigail Wright's apartment, we won't harass you anymore, Mr. Castaigne. Unless, Agent J, do you have any questions?
No, other than this superintendent. What's his name?
He is simply the superintendent to you.
To me. What is he to you, though?
The superintendent.
Okay. I believe I have enough questions.
If you wouldn't mind pointing us in the direction for us to walk, sir, we'll be on our...
Yes, very well. If you'll just walk out into the hallway here. And as you can see, if you continue down the hallway to the stairs, you'll want to go up to, I believe she's residing on the 6th floor with the salesman.
The salesman.
Yes.
So you are aware of the salesman. Do you know his name by any chance, sir?
He is simply the salesman. They're a rather quiet couple, but they do pay on time each month, so I pay them no mind.
Very well, Mr. Castaigne. Thank you. We will be on our way.
Yes. You have the best of luck with your investigations, agents.
Good night.
The door closes behind you.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
I agree.
I don't trust trust this freaky fucking cosplay shit. God, I need a.
But shouldn't we be going looking after Abigail?
Fucking goddamn it! Do we?
I would say we need backup.
Very well. Let's
Yeah, by this time, we should actually go back down to Agent Scout and Agent Harlem. It's been about, definitely half an hour. Looking more about 40 minutes by now. You've kind of lost track while you were going through trying to organize or at least document Abigail's apartment.
So, where do you think these other two went?
I don't know. Probably tripping over their words, pissing off another witness.
Yeah, it does sound like them.
No, that sounds like you!
That's it.
I'm allowed to double down, motherfucker. They're not here to defend themselves.
By all means.
Do we go looking for them?
Like check the times. Be like, it's only been a half hour.
It's been about 40 minutes by now.
Haven't heard any screaming yet.
Well, it is a big building.
We'll give them another 20 minutes.
Excellent. Well, I guess I'm just gonna duck out for a smoke.
Okay. Let's go back to Agent Carrie and Jay. You're both standing in the hallway. You can kind of see that there are, as you look down the long stretching hallway, you can see where there are alcoves, obviously for either staircases or, offshoots into different apartments. Yeah, so where are you headed?
Before I move, I'm taking a photo.
Okay, yeah.
Taking a Polaroid. I take a Polaroid of the hallway.
Yep.
That is smart, actually.
Ka-chunk.
Yeah, you see cream-colored walls with yellow lights and reddish orange sort of carpet. It's just like a speckled sort of pattern. You know those sorts of like really short-cut shag rugs that have the red, orange, black kind of speckles through them. Yeah, it's a little plush for an apartment complex maybe.
It's how I see it. Correct?
Yes.
Very well. We move in the direction that Castaigne told us to go.
Alrighty.
So we're moving towards Abigail.
Oh, sorry. We start heading back. Sorry. Yeah, we're getting back up. We head back.
Okay.
Back to the drinking area.
Both of you can. Sorry, who's leading?
I'll lead.
All right, give me a sanity check.
Oh, thank God.
Alrighty, 38 out of 69.
Oh my.
All right.
Both made it.
Okay, you both lose one sanity as you try to travel, moving towards what you believe to be, you're kind of walking, but it's like again that sense of vertigo overtakes you, except this time you're moving and you feel movement. But you're not seeing the walls move or the ground move under your feet. You're kind of just there in one place.
So it's like you move in one side and then you pee on the other side, like something like that. Right?
No, it's like you're walking in place, but you feel movement.
Can I turn around behind me?
Yeah, you turn around behind you. The door to Castaigne's office is not there.
What the fuck?
What happened? But we're in front of like the door to the what's it called? The drinking area?
No.
Oh.
You can see that you are in an intersection. There's a hallway to your left and right, as well as the hallway that you apparently traveled down, stretching up both behind you and before you.
Which way?
Looking forward, you think you can make out a set of staircase that goes both up and down.
Let's go down, Agent.
Yeah. Let's go down.
So what? You're going to try and move down the staircase?
Yeah.
All right, make a sanity check. Okay. With Agent J, just whoever's leading the party makes the sanity check. Sorry.
That'll be me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So with an 8 out of 60, you both lose 1 sanity as you try to move to the staircase, but as you walk over to what you thought looked like a staircase, it's not a staircase, it's another hallway. Maybe the shadows just made it look like a staircase, made the alcove look like it goes up when it doesn't. But you're definitely feeling that sense of vertigo again. It really, really kind of rocking. And then you hear the sound of a door opening somewhere just slightly off down the hallway, probably about 20 meters down the hallway from you.
No,
And you can see that somebody has opened the doorway and has placed what looks to be a parcel, a wrapped present. Maybe a birthday present, judging from the look of the wrapping paper and the big red bow on the top of it. You can see that a set of arms in long johns places this box just out in the hallway, and the door slams behind it.
So we just saw an arm, like just place a present just there.
Yeah, somebody
like
opens the door, and they didn't step out into the hallway. They just placed the present out into the hallway and then shut the door. The arms look to be those of an African-American man with burn scars on the wrists. You can tell that it's a man from the large hand span and the short nails.
Oh, don't shoot, right?
Who's got alertness? Above 60.
1 sec.
Either of you.
I got 50.
You can both roll alertness then. Nice. With an 8 out of 50 and a 44 out of 50, a critical success for Agent Carey, you're almost positive you make out what looks to be charcoal underneath fingertips.
Charcoal.
Was it like smoking charcoal, or just like
No.
charcoal, just coloring? Okay. Oh. Well, Agent Carey, do you think we should approach that present?
I approach the present.
Okay. You slowly walk over to the present sitting on the floor.
I'm right behind him.
So you reach the box, you reach the present, you're standing in front of it. It's just sitting there on the ground.
Is there a name tag on it?
It reads to Malcolm Drake. Roll San.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Ha!
If you pass, it's a 0. If you fail, I'm going to say, so with Jay, that's a 56 out of 67, which is the success. No San loss, but for Agent Carey, that is a 69 out of 59, which in any other game,
Nice.
such as Life, would be a winning roll, but unfortunately for you, is not today.
It's a good thing we haven't been running with the meme roll.
You
Oh
lose
my.
4 sanity. I was gonna say I'm very cautious to say we should really just make 69 an in-house crit.
Yeah, I mean, we've done that before. I was like,
I'm
well,
pretty happy with it.
It's a good thing we haven't run that roll tonight.
No, because otherwise that would be a critical fail. But it wouldn't matter because he would just lose the maximum of the roll, which is a 4.
Well, there you go. See, hey, if we start running with that roll, it won't retroactively mean anything.
There you go.
Exactly.
Think about it.
But yeah, it rocks you to your core that you're not just, I mean, you're a fucking ghost person. That's your job, is that nobody knows who you are. People look at you and they see a suit and glasses, and that's it. You don't let people know who you are unless it is necessary. Even now, you've only used your cover identity, Agent Carey. You've not introduced yourself properly to these people, yet here's this present in the hallway. Your name clearly marked on it. It rocks you to your foundations.
I try to be a stone cold have a stone cold, unrocked exterior. Where's the I don't know.
Interior, like fish
Yeah,
eggs.
interior.
Exterior, like
Exterior.
suicide wristband.
Yeah.
This, I can
need a-
exercise you.
I need a role to act here. Let's. I can't let Agent J know I'm freaking out.
Yep. Do it.
What's the role? Is it persuade or this?
I'm gonna say it'd be.
Charisma.
Yeah, just give me charisma, man.
Oh.
4 out of 45. Yeah, you hold it together. You're cool, calm, and collected.
I take a photo
Okay, you have a photo of a present.
with my name on it. Clear.
Yes.
I pick up the present.
Okay. It seems kind of heavy. You hear a muffled sound of glasses rattling inside.
We should keep moving.
You're not gonna open it?
We should keep moving.
What did you get?
All right, well, let's keep moving.
We keep moving to try and go down some stairs.
Okay. Give me sanity checks.
Oh god.
Just Tony, you do not need to roll. It's
living it
just Skoobz. Skoobz is leading the procession, so Skoobz rolls.
Oh, sorry. I mean no.
Yes, the procession.
Hey, I know what I said. With a 19 out of 55, you both lose 1 sanity.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ, I am losing tons by the minutes.
Don't
Once
worry
again,
about it, man.
you
Split
you
it up at Hotel California.
yeah, I know, odd, huh? You spy what looks to be a staircase. You know, it even has a floor number on the top of the staircase as you're looking at it. You know, you're currently on floor 3. You start walking over to it, and as you do, it's the sign. You're positive there was a sign there that read that there was, you know, stairs this way. Floor 4 up, floor 2 down. But you get there and it's a picture frame on a wall.
What's the
There's
picture?
no alcove, there's no staircase. It's just there. And it's not like it morphed it before your eyes. It's just that this looked like a staircase. And then you started walking towards the staircase, and now it's a wall with a photo on it. Well, with a painting on it.
What's the painting?
It's a very familiar painting, in fact.
No.
It's a painting of a clown.
Does he need to roll another sanity check?
Yeah, both of you need to roll a
It
sanity
all
check.
comes back to Clutty.
With a 31 out of 66. Jay, you pass with a 57 out of 54. Carrie, you fail. This is the exact painting that you saw down in the basement of the McAllister this morning. And you can't imagine how it got up here unless somebody snuck into the basement, grabbed it, and whisked it up the stairs while you were busy working in the first floor. And if that was the case, then you would have heard them walk into the apartment building because the room you're inspecting is right next to the front door. How this painting got here totally mystifies you. So, Tony, you take 0, but Drake, you take 1.
Ooh. So lucky this isn't Call of Cthulhu rules. You'd be fucking borderline insane by now.
Let's go back. Scout and Harlem. It's now been an hour and a half.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
lost
well.
time while you were busy trying to organize this mess of a room.
Yeah.
Well-
okay, it's about time we go find those two. An hour and a half for a single question here.
Yeah, I don't think any of you guys could screw that up that badly.
Well, hey, I'm standing right here. Like, come on.
Yeah, thank God for that. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm just gesturing him to lead the way. You know, just in case we bump into people. You never know.
Oh yeah. Brrr.
All right.
well,
Well then, Agent
up we
Harlem,
go.
where are you going?
well, we knew they investigated someone going up the stairs, so we're gonna go up to the first floor. Look
Okay.
around.
You arrive on the first floor. You don't see any sign of them.
No, any open doors to the apartments?
No.
No, well, probably not here. We'll go up to the second floor.
Well, they could be here. They could be in somebody's apartment.
But you don't know that.
Well, yes, I said there's no open doors, right? So I was like, yeah, well, I mean, next floor, fuck it.
Okay, you both arrive on the second floor. Both of you can give me an alertness check.
Fuck, I cannot roll tonight.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
it.
With
Looks
a
fine,
90 out of 60 scout, you fail, and with a 67 out of 50 Harlem, you also fail your alertness checks. It's even quieter up here. You can see that there's a very, very faint coating of dust on the internal fixtures and light bulbs.
Well, we didn't hear him come back down the stairs. Did we just start door knocking?
Well, I mean, we know this floor's supposed to be empty, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like
There's
well,
no
yeah.
names. Yeah, there's no names on the mailboxes on the main hall, so you can
Alright,
assume
well,
that those rooms are empty.
But we know there was people on the first floor, so I would go back down to the
Yeah.
first floor and start knocking there.
Yep.
It's like, well, if you want to go door knocking, go ahead.
What, you don't want to find them?
I mean, I'm still looking. How like thick is the dust on the floor? Seeing as it seems to
Well,
have
it's
caked
carpeted.
everything else in.
The floor is carpeted, so it's more the
Oh, yeah.
fixtures, the lights, and lighting fixtures, the switches.
What about door handles? Is there dust on door handles?
I'm going to say, if you look at, I'll say you can see dust in the old fingerprints on the brass door handles. They're all doorknobs.
On all of them?
If you walk through each door and closely examine them, you can see that, nobody's been up here for a while.
So nothing on the second floor has fingerprints, so yeah, I'd go back down to the first floor and do the same thing. See how dust-ridden this place is.
Back on the first floor, you can see that it's there's still some dust around, but it's not quite as dusty. Looking at the doorknob to the first apartment across from the staircase, you see that it looks like it's it doesn't look like it's dusty or anything. There's not old fingerprints all over it. Looks like, you can actually see it. There's light coming from underneath the door as well.
Oh, I'm gonna give that a tap-tap-tap-a-roo.
Alrighty. You knock on the door and you hear no response.
I will give it a second tap-tap-tap-a-roo. With a more of a thud this time.
I'm going to make a quick roll.
Actually, it's 10:30 at night, isn't it?
Yes. You hear nothing. You fairly heavily slammed that door. If somebody was, it's an apartment. If they're in there sleeping, there's a strong likelihood you've woken them up.
Alright, I will check this door now.
Alrighty. You knock on the door, and no answer. You can see that there's light coming in from underneath the door.
Well, I'll go back upstairs then.
Okay.
I feel like there's light coming from the apartments downstairs, but nobody's answering.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, while that was happening, Tonny was gonna go check the roof.
Okay.
Find these two walking towards the handrail. We can't go anywhere. What's going on?
Why is this happening?
Just NPC walking on the roof into the corner.
You open the door and you see the roof.
Huh. Well, they're not up here either, right?
Yeah, it's loud, busy New York City outside.
Well, close the roof door.
So you're not sure what's happened there, where they've gone.
Oh, it's kind of late, isn't it?
It's
Well,
10 o'clock. No, it's 10:30. Almost.
yeah.
Oh, doesn't seem like here anymore. Maybe the meathead just went for coffee.
just fucking immediately abandoned. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say, cut him away. Dead weight. No, obviously, they went upstairs to follow somebody, and now they are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, well, maybe they went home. I don't fucking know.
Oh my.
It's kind of weird that they didn't tell us that they left.
they would have had to walk past you in the main hallway, and there's a fairly strong likelihood you would have heard somebody open that heavy front door to exit as well.
That Kerry guy was kind of on edge. I'm gonna open the door to the rooftop again, and I'm just gonna like walk around the perimeter just to make sure the nuthead hasn't jumped.
Alright, so you walk up to the roof. Where are you at the moment, Harlem? You're with him?
I'd probably be in the stairwell, yeah, if he came back up and met me.
Okay. On the second floor or the first?
The second,
Yeah, second floor.
Okay.
because I went back upstairs.
Okay, well then, in that case,
Oh boy.
Scout, you
Oh,
open
yeah.
the door to the roof, and there is a, you are greeted with the soft, smoky scent of cigar smoke. Both you roll sanity.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Scout with a 6 out of 58, and Harlem with a 13 out of 54. You both succeed, you both lose 1 sanity. Especially for you, Harlem, this is very, very peculiar.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Are there people in the room?
Yes, you can see that there's a somewhat older looking gent, as well as a more rotund gentleman wearing a full suit, smoking a cigar. They're both sitting in tall back leather chairs.
Gonna turn around back to Harlem and just be like, didn't feel like questioning these guys?
Yeah, so what you see is a large inviting area resembling a turn of the 20th century men's club. The walls are covered in velvet wallpaper, and overstuffed armchairs of burgundy leather dot the floor. A large hearth burns constantly in one wall, and a wet bar sits in the corner. On one
is
wall,
so much better
one
than
wall
fireplace.
is covered in floor-to-ceiling bookcases made of rosewood, with a rolling stepladder permanently attached to a rail that runs at the midpoint of the shelves.
Well, we're gonna have to try that out at some point.
Whee! Ah,
Hell yeah.
Karun! More friends of yours, I presume? He kind of, the older gentleman looks over and goes, no, these two I've not had the pleasure of making the acquaintances of. Well, this seems to be a hive of activity this evening.
I'm just
Yes.
gonna pull out my badge and just be like, hi, I'm Agent Scoot. What do you mean by more friends?
What is this? Some sort of party gathering for local law enforcement?
There was more law enforcement here before?
Yes, I assume they're your friends. They're off looking for Abby.
Well, we're doing a similar thing.
Well then, go
Would
on
you,
ahead. Don't let us hold you up. He takes a sip of his whiskey.
Excellent. I will continue. And then, is it like to a hallway?
Yeah, so right in front, like directly in front of you, you can see an opening arch that spreads before a hallway.
Does it like just go straight, or does it go each way, or?
No, it goes straight, and then you can see there's a turn to the left, and there's an intersection as well for the left and right.
Oh, when in doubt,
Always left.
always left.
Alrighty. Harlem, what are you doing?
Well, he's just gonna kind of walk up to the door and sort of examine it a bit, kind of half open it, half close it, look at the frame, be like, these are some nice digs you got here.
Well, yes,
Look at
we
that.
do like to keep a well-stocked lounge, as it were. Please, feel free to help yourselves to a drink. He gets up out of his chair and kind of walks over, just, casually walks over to you, Harlem, as you stand there in the doorway.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's like, kind of has to remember his alias for a second. It's Daniel Harlem.
Well, yes, it's a
Like,
pleasure to
stick
meet
your
you.
hand out.
He takes your hand and shakes it. Really, the wet bar is absolutely free for all guests here in the lounge. I'd hate
I'm
for it to
sure
go to
drinking
waste.
will not cause problems.
He then looks over to you, Scout. Make a human.
Oh boy.
75
never-
out of
That was
10.
never happening.
You don't get that one. But he walks over to you, gingerly, with his hand out and, "Hey there, how are you this fine evening?"
Very well.
He
I'm just gonna look at his hand and just be like, yeah, I don't do that.
No, he's holding his hand out to shake.
Yeah, no, I know what he's doing.
And you won't shake it.
Nope.
Sorry, have I offended you in some way?
No, not at all. I just, don't
Well,
feel the
then
need
shake
to
my
touch other
hand.
people.
Be a man.
Just gotta stand there looking at him.
Take me by
What's
the
wrong?
hand. Ocean man.
Give me your other hand.
I'm sorry, you've come barging into our smoking lounge. We have accepted you graciously as guests, and now you refuse to take my hand and shake and become properly acquainted.
Nothing against you, sir. I just
No,
don't
of
do
course,
that.
of course, nothing against me. Yes, of course. No, very well. Well, don't let me hold you up in whatever endeavors you are here to perform. He turns and walks back to his chair. He looks quite unhappy with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna continue on my merry way down the hallway.
Okay, give me a sanity check.
But I don't wanna.
36 out of 57. You lose one sanity as you start walking down the hallway and become kind of taken off kilter by this sense of vertigo as you follow watching the walls and looking at the carpet and keeping your head up, following the hallway to what you thought was an intersection, but it's the end of the hallway. It just turns left one way.
I will just continue down that path whilst looking confused.
Harlem, are you following on? Are you still studying the door?
Yeah, fuck no. I'm still looking at this door. this leads to 2 rooms. But I will say, I guess I watched Scout.
Yeah, you see
walk
Scout
away.
walk away.
Yeah, well, maybe it's best I'm not seen with him right now after what just happened.
Very good. Yeah, you see Scout walk away. Meanwhile, Agents Carrie and Jay, you are trying to find a staircase.
So are we trying to find a staircase? We haven't went into a staircase where we just
No.
the staircase just morphed into a one of the walls. Yeah, we're still looking for a staircase. We go down the hallway.
So what are you looking for precisely?
A staircase so we can go downstairs to meet up with the boys.
Fucking stairs! We need to get out of here.
Okay. I'll say, give me an idea roll. Okay, with a 22 out of 75, it's a critical. I'll give you this much. Whatever is happening here, it's, obviously, it's not following the normal rules that you know of. The fact that, you're positive you saw a hallway, but it was a wall. You thought you saw a staircase, but that was just another hallway. Something's a bit fishy here, and you start to get the inclination that if you want to get somewhere, then you have to have a pretty good idea of where you want to go, the actual destination. It's not enough to simply want to go to a hall, but it's more that you want to have to find something in particular, someone in particular, a point of reference, as it were. Because the more you walk around here and the more you think about it, the more you kind of realize that you're walking around, maybe not so much literally in circles, but certainly figuratively.
So from that,
Figuratively walking in circles.
so we're just okay. We're not thinking of somebody. Okay, if I'm okay. So what? Do we have to keep on someone in like from that? If I were to say, oh, I'm thinking of getting back to my boys. Anything changes in the hallway, or it's just
Nothing changes exactly.
What's your idea, Skoobz?
My idea. God, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna open the present.
Oh, okay.
I take a knee,
Hell yeah, dude.
I put the fucking gift on the ground, and I
kneel.
kneel. I open the box.
Inside the box, you see what looks to be an ancient-looking book. picking it up and observing it, you see on the spine and on the front cover in a worn, age-worn, very faded gold filigree, Hygromantia.
Was that the name of the book or something?
That's the title.
Oh,
Hygromantia. That's
is there any symbol on it or any locket on it or
no
just a...
symbols, lockets, or anything. I'll type it out so you can actually see.
Okay. Open it, Ricky. Oh, hygromantia.
And this is no language I recognize.
No.
do
Do you open the book?
I take a photo of the cover.
Okay. You have a photo.
Excellent. I open to the first page.
The pages are very, very worn by age. It's incredible. The paper feels incredibly brittle in your fingers, and you fear that if you turn the pages too hard, you might actually damage this thing. But the words inside don't make any sense to you. They're not of any language that you recognize. Give me an intelligence check, though. You're fairly well traveled. With a 5 out of 75, you're pretty sure it might be Latin.
Latin.
But also within the box, you see a dozen glass vials filled with strange, inky, black, red sort of liquid.
Kind of like old blood.
Maybe, but it's too dark. It's almost like strands of black oil interweave it, mix with it.
So it's like in a little vial with like a little cork that's just like
Yeah.
popped, like you can pop out.
Yeah.
May I pop one and give it a good sniff?
It's-
Oh,
I imagine the smell.
yeah.
pontificate.
Do you imagine it?
Preparation.
So pungent.
All right.
I give it a sniff. Yeah.
Thanks,
fuck.
Skoobz. Thanks, Skoobz.
What strange and wonderful disease have you now contracted?
It's just chlamydia again.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You think
sorry,
you built up
it's-
an immunity by now, but no.
Sorry, I misspoke. It looks to be like a pod, like a gold copper plant pod, maybe like a cocoa bean pod almost in size. But yeah, gold and copper. But yeah, that's what's in the files. Sorry, I was getting.
Oh, it's
mixed
not
up
like a
with
liquid
something
I can smell.
else. No, it's not a liquid. It's like a bean.
Oh, I'm not gonna sniff that. It's not as sniffable. If it was like a substance, I was gonna like see what's up. But no. In which case, I don't pop the vial. Not that I think anything's gonna happen, but yeah.
But yeah, it's strange. It looks like it's definitely some sort of plant pod of some sort. You can kind of see maybe what looks like bean housings inside. Maybe again, kind of like a cocoa seed, a cocoa plant pod.
Right.
But the coloration is off. It's this golden copper sort of color.
Cool. All right. I put the book and the files back in the box. Close the box up.
First, give me a luck roll.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You put the cork back on the file, and nothing happens.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I put the files back in the box, the book back in the box, close it back up.
There's one last thing inside the box.
Oh, yeah?
You see a silver robe made of plastic.
Silver robe.
Yeah.
Like a bathrobe kind of robe.
You could say that.
Yeah,
Like I don my robe and wizard hat robe.
I pull it out.
It's yeah, you hold it up, you have a look at it. kind of holding it from the arms. It drapes down to the ground. You can see that it has a slightly darker silver lining around it. But yeah, made out of plastic, which is odd. Give me an alertness check. That's alright. Jay, you can also make one. 98 out of 50, that is a fail for you, Carrie. But Jay, try and make an alertness check.
Oh.
49
Sure.
out of 50 is a success. As Carrie stands there holding this plastic silver robe up, you realize that actually it looks like it exactly fit him. It is exactly his size.
Carrie, that looks like it fits you well.
That's a damn fine coat you're holding.
That's a mighty damn fine coat you got there.
It's not exactly my style. It's cheap fucking plastic.
Now that he mentions it though, yeah, if you were to wear it, it would actually fit you perfectly. Give me a sound check.
It's fucking impossible.
Would that be me? Because I know
No,
that.
no, it's Carrie.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you shared the information with him though. That's a 62 out of 53. You lose 1 sanity as you realize that yeah, somebody has tailored you a plastic silver suit. Well, robe, really. And though,
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
yourself
a
a
robe is
raincoat.
usually, you know, one size fits most. The sizing on the shoulders looks like it would fit you perfectly. It's the right height as well, so it would sit just above the shoes from as it was resting on your shoulders. It's just a little too close.
This is
Razz,
this is fucking impossible. They
Razz,
can't. They know
oh,
my
sorry.
name. They know my fucking size of clothing. Are they fucking kidding? What is happening?
from memory, Razz, it's those gentlemen that we met before, Rock and what was his name? Castaigne and
Raw,
Karen.
yeah.
and Roger.
Carol,
Were they also wearing the same thing as what Carrie's wearing right now?
No, they're just
Oh.
wearing. They're all wearing. Rourke was wearing a fairly nice-looking suit. Castaigne was wearing aged but very fine clothes. Looks like formal wear. And Karen was just wearing, a fairly basic long-sleeve button-up shirt with a woolen vest over the top and basic slacks, beige.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say that it might have resembled those guys, but anyway, continue. Yeah. What are you saying? Skoobz?
It's fucking. They know my name. I've been compromised. They know my size of clothing.
We better get out of here as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, let's go back to Agent Scout. Where are you trying to get to? Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to get to, Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm just walking around looking for these two, see if I can find any clues of, hey, they've been here. Like, that's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm just looking for them.
Give me a sand check. Okay, you lose 1 sanity. As you hear what sounds like muffled Skoobz noises somewhere in the distance. Give me an alertness roll.
Scoop.
Come on.
Hell yeah. 88 out of 60. Crit fail, baby.
Fuck yeah, boys.
Yeah, you're walking around, you're going, oh, I guess I'll take a left. I guess I'll take this left. You find another intersection in the hallway and you go, I guess I'll take this left. How many times have I passed room 606? I can't remember anymore. But then, without any warning, a huge chime sounds really loud, it sounds like the pitch of a small ringing chime, but as loud as, say, a cathedral bell. It shakes the ground that you're standing on, it's so loud. Give me a sun check.
You know, I have all these other skills that I can roll.
No, I know, but this is a sand check. You succeed, so you take 0 sanity. But this is... It is incredibly loud. and you're not sure where this came from, what's going on. As you look around through the hallways, trying to triangulate, where the hell did this sound come from? Why is it so loud? It's still ringing in your ears. You can see a group of people running through a perpendicular hallway, a little way ahead of you. They look to be wearing. God, it's odd. They look to be wearing silver robes and white masks. There's about 4 of them run across the hallway.
Yeah, it's like early August. It's just late Halloween parties. That's what I'm going to narrow that down to.
So, Agent Harlem.
Oh hell yeah!
You mean door infatuator?
That
Oh,
too.
Well, I mean, I literally just saw her open at 2 places.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Like-
Oh, what you're doing is fine. I've got no problem
Yeah, I was
with
just
it.
like,
Yeah.
what?
You can see that Rourke is Rourke's sitting there in the corner. So, are you quite all right? Are you done with the door now, please?
Sorry, I
Your
was just
behavior
just
is-
wondering, do
Aggravating.
you guys get many visitors around here?
Oh, I mean, it's a happening place up here. Smoking lounge has a wonderful atmosphere to it. There's plenty of booze and snacks and, well, plenty of he nudges Roger with his elbow. Plenty of literature to pass the time as well, if you get my double entendre, as it were.
Oh yeah, good drinks, good friends, good company,
Ah,
great story. What can a man want for?
yes, a great story. he takes another puff on his cigar. You're quite a card, Harlem, I'll say.
Like screaming internally. Like, what?
Well, no need to stand in the doorway. You can feel free to take a seat, and if you'd like, you know what? I guess I'll go ahead and say that I will share with you one of my fine cigars, if it pleases you.
Can I like look off in the hallway? Like, yeah, that'll be fine. I'll come back probably. Like what?
Good man. He
No,
reaches
No one
inside
can
of his
turn down
jacket.
an offer like that.
Yeah, he reaches inside of his jacket, pulls out a case, and separates a cigar from this wooden box. Looks like it can carry probably 5 or 6 cigars. So definitely for maybe travel, you'd assume. He then reaches into his other pocket and pulls out a silver-looking tin. He opens the tin, and inside are individual matches with a striking pad sitting inside. He strikes one of the matches and offers to light the cigar for you.
Well, yeah. Well, that's a nice looking stogie.
He lights a cigar for you, and you puff away. It's a smooth cigar.
It's a real fine flavor, if I do say so myself.
Aha! You're a connoisseur, are you? Well, I'll have you know I had to get these imported special, so, I'm not one to toot my own horn, but that is a rather fine cigar you're smoking there, let me say. But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it tastes like a normal cigar. It tastes good. When's the last time you
yeah,
had a
dude.
cigar?
Well, let's see. Donnie's a beat cop, so this would probably be like his first or second.
Yeah, you remember the last time you got a cigar was you helped out
Probably confiscated it from someone.
no, actually, you received it from the bartender from your local favorite pub,
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
which I'll remember the name of in a second, I swear. What did we decide to go with for the pub name?
That was something borderline.
It was very fuck, what is it? It's that thing that wrestler was always calling other people. Oh god, I wish I could remember it because it was fucking
It's
good.
fine. You can check the VODs and edit it in post.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. I'm like, I'll cut this out. We'll cut this away.
See,
I-
it was when you were at the previously mentioned bar.
Previously mentioned bar. But yeah, so you remember that you helped him out with a bunch of ruffians that were kind of, hanging around, making nuisances of themselves. One day they pushed the bartender a little too far, and they wouldn't really relent. He was glad that you were there to give him an earful and get him out on their ears. And the next day you went in there, and he offered you a cigar, but it wasn't nearly as fine as this. This is a damn nice cigar. Let's go back now to
Mine
Agents Carrie and Jay.
Still deciding on how to get back to the boys.
Deciding whether I need to try the robe. It can't fit me. It can't. This is fucking insane. They can't know who I am.
Okay, you're going to put the robe on then.
I put on the robe.
Alrighty, you put the robe on and it fits you perfectly. It sits exactly on your shoulders, and it drapes straight down. It doesn't make any damn sense as to why this is the case.
I'm having a crisis because I believe I've been compromised in some way.
Yeah, I
Why'd
mean,
you wear it?
the fact that it sits exactly on your shoulders, it sits exactly on your wrists, quite breezy, but definitely it's almost like it's like a tailored suit, except it's a tailored robe.
Yeah, they know my name. They know my fucking clothing size. I've been compromised. Something's wrong. This can't be possible.
I guess I take the lead and start walking in any direction. I will just say, when in doubt, go left.
All right, and
yeah.
if that's the case, then give me a sanity roll.
Yep. Ooh.
Fuck's sake. 33 out of 66. That is a critical success. And you lose 1 sanity as you start to walk forward, but you don't even feel like you're moving. The carpet is under your feet. The carpet is moving. The hallways are staying exactly where they are. It almost feels like you're on a running machine. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And the vertigo starts again to spin, and you're having trouble just standing up.
No, when I turn around, is Carrie
Skoobz-
still there?
Skoobz is right. Yeah, I mean, Carrie is still there.
Okay, we're going in circles. Agent Carrie. Any ideas?
I take the robe off. Put it back in the fucking box.
Yep.
Pick up the box. I get up, and I just I try sprinting. What if we walk but really fast? By that I mean we run.
So you take the lead then and run away?
Yeah. In an attempt to find anywhere.
Give me an ascent check. Where are you trying to go? What is your goal as you race down the hallway?
Out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out.
Just out.
74 out of 52. You just start running down the hallway. You're just like, no, I can't do this anymore. I can't. You run. And you run straight into Harlem as he's... Sorry, Harlem, are you leaving the smoking room? Agent Harlem?
Andrew?
Oh, my mic was muted. XD.
There he is.
Anyway, yeah, he would have been kind of loitering near the entrance. Yeah.
Okay, near the entrance. Okay, in that case, then you hear up the carpeted hallway as Agent Carrie and Jay come racing into the smoking lounge. Whoa! What is this? That is no way to be walking around here in the lounge.
What is this place?
You goddamn hooligan! You bowl someone over!
Jeez, fellas, calm down. You look like you've seen a ghost.
He's red in the face, very angry.
Agent Harlem is so glad to see you. We were in some sort of loop in that hallway.
Okay, why don't you boys go downstairs and we'll sort all this out.
God. He looks at, Rourke sits aghast in the chair, looking at you, Drake, and he goes, guys, I expect so much more from you, Jesus.
Before we do anything, on the count of 3, can all of us say what year it is?
Get out of here. I've had enough of this.
3, 2,
Robert,
One.
I'm saying now that you are not
1995.
allowed to bring any more of your friends up here to
1995.
the smoking lounge, I'm afraid. If this is the quality of the people that you spend your time with, Then and you can see that Roger is sitting in his chair like I don't know these people. They just followed me in asking questions. Well, look, you will not be bringing any more of these people up here, intruding on our sanctum. We've been nothing. We've been nothing but gracious hosts.
I appreciate that, but what year is it?
Doesn't matter. Get out of here.
Of course it matters.
When I'm viewing, Skoobz, is your character agitated right now?
I'm extremely agitated.
I'm extremely agitated.
If you are, I'm just. Agent Harry, calm down, calm down.
This boy is storming right now.
I'm Cope, Seethe, and Mold.
Roger, honestly, we don't have to answer these people's questions.
One question. What year is it? Please.
Get out of here.
Hey,
I beg you.
I have been
man.
nothing but gracious, but now I am saying that you must leave here before I have to go and speak to the night manager. And if I have to speak to the night manager, well then you simply will not be welcome here again.
I'm just gonna grab Carrie into a corner. Just calm down, calm down. Boom.
What the fuck is this shit?
Just
Fine.
get out of here.
Well, tell the boys. Let's just calm down. Let's not make another fuss.
Fine.
And just get out of this apartment for the night. Gentlemen. Agent Harlem, come on. No time for smoke.
Well, that certainly happened.
Where's Scoot?
Listen, sir, I'm real sorry for the commotion these two have caused.
Well, I think that maybe you should rethink the company that you keep, because these buffoons are, well, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to discover that they're inbred.
We were led.
Harlem, where's Scoot?
Why you didn't meet him on the way? He just went down you. Oh,
I thought it was
Still
with
in
you.
that fucking hallway?
okay.
We can't leave without him.
Look, I have been very, very, very restrained. But I am now saying that you, Mr. Carey, and your lackey here, Mr. J, you must both leave here this instant. Mr. Harlem,
In due time.
I will allow you to remain if you wish, but your friends are no longer welcome here.
In due time.
Not
Mr.
in due time. Out.
Harlem, you need to get Scoot and then get out of here as soon as you can.
All right. Just you boys head on out now.
I mean
I'll get the other one, and it'll be fine. Just
I mean it. We've been compromised.
okay. Whatever you mean.
I go down the stairs. I leave the rooftop.
I follow suit. I
There we
follow
are.
suit.
Good riddance. Mr. Harlem, I apologize for my outburst. It was, I should not have allowed my emotions to get the best of me, but I simply cannot abide that sort of behavior when they've been welcomed as guests, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Those boys should learn how to act a little more professional. If it's not too much of a bother, would you be able to tell my colleague who just went through that Mr. Mr. Carey and Mr. J have gone back to the second floor?
Oh, yes. The other
I think
unpleasant
I should
one.
take care of those two.
Yes, well, if I see him, I'll be sure to tell him that he can go and leave as well. Honestly, I took my eyes off him for a second, and he just slipped on right into the hall. I really should be more attentive, but it's not my job to be a goddamn doorman.
I'm sorry. He's very clearly not good with people.
No, very clearly, yes. If I see him, I'll advise that you've returned to your lower suites.
All right. Thanks for your time, and thank you again for this fine cigar.
You are most welcome. I'm glad at least one of your entourage has some sort of taste.
All right, so I'm gonna follow Drake and Walter out of the thinking room. And,
Let's go back to
not
Scout.
So, not at all inconspicuously look at the door as I go.
Yeah, it's definitely a door.
No like doors.
So, Scout, where are you at the moment?
I guess I'm still standing in that hallway as I see those Halloween costume people go past.
Yeah?
which
They
I
just-
now feel obligated to follow.
Yeah, you run down the hallway trying to chase after them. You get to the intersection and nothing. You see no
then.
trace. You hear no sound of running footsteps.
Gary? Mr. Dre?
No answer.
Anyone? Well then, this is a fun time. And by now I realize that Harlem's not following me.
Yeah, that took a little while.
I guess I'm gonna backtrap my steps as best I can. See if I can find my way back to them.
Give me a sanity check.
There you go. I finally failed.
97
You happy?
out of 55. Yeah, so you think, okay, I need to go back to where the rest of the team is.
Well, at least where Harlem is.
So you think, okay, where did I last see Harlem? It was the smoking lounge. So you thinking about the smoking lounge, and you just kind of turn around, start walking backwards, and sure enough, you walk straight back into the smoking lounge. If you're looking for your friend, he's no longer here. Your cohorts came in here in a very ungentlemanlike state, made a fuss and an absolute nuisance of themselves, and I had to ask them to leave.
Yeah, that sounds like Mr. Carey. Can be a bit of a brute.
It sounds very much like yourself, in fact.
Brutish me? Look at me.
Oh, very ungentlemanlike all the same. Yeah, regardless, they took the stairs back down to the second floor.
Well, I guess I'll follow them down. Thank you, good sir.
Very well. He's already returned to reading whatever book he's got open on his lap. Meanwhile, Harlem, Carrie, and Jay, where are you all at the moment?
Hopefully on the back in Abigail's old apartment.
Okay, so you're all sitting in Abby's apartment.
I'll explain to Harlem what we saw and what loopy mess we were in.
Go ahead
It's,
and explain.
Harlem, we were up in, apparently what Roger has led us was in a loopy mess. We just kept on trying to find the stairway back downstairs into ground floor, but we couldn't. And Agent Carey found a strange box that had his name on it. Show him, Carey.
I have the box. I put it in front of him. He's like, that's my real fucking name.
Let's look at this box.
So yeah, pull out the box. I pull out the contents of the box and I show him.
Yeah, it's all there. Give me a luck check.
Oh my. We're all contaminated from all the broken vials now.
Yeah, that's what it's for. 5 out of 50 is successful luck roll. All the glass vials are undamaged.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what this shit is. This book. It's not in any language I understand. It could be Latin, but I don't know.
Alright, so here's the real question. Does my stogie still exist?
Yeah,
Is it still fine?
it's still smoking. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's just like looking like take a long draw.
Yep.
Yep.
Quite important questions.
If it's a book.
It's like, man, this is going downhill real fast.
I don't know what this shit is. These people believe they're in the 1920s or 30s or whatever. They're old as fuck. It's like we're in a fucking time portal. They fucking know who I am. They know what size of clothing I wear. They probably know who you are.
And we also bumped into the night manager, Castaigne, and he also said that he thinks we're in the 1930s or something. And also, whoever left this box for Agent Carey here, or Malcolm, looks like an African-American man with charcoals on his fingernails.
No, here's the worst fucking bit. Here's the most insane bit. All these people believe Abigail is alive and moved
that too,
onto
yeah.
the 6th floor.
Apparently there's a 6th floor, 7th floor as well.
Well, I figured that'd explain the missing persons case if she's gonna live in some rooftop dimension.
Jesus fucking Christ, I need a cigarette.
Here's our plan. Once Agent Scoot comes back,
Oh god, you've seen him with people he's fucking done for. He couldn't navigate his way out of a wet paper fucking bag. He's finished.
oh no. Let's hope that he does come back. But at the meantime, we need to plan out, boys. We need to head back into those, I hate to say it, back into those floors to find Abigail. But we need to be prepared for this.
Well, I mean, weren't we just supposed to find the seal?
That is true. Your mission was to catalog all of Abigail Wright's apartment, and pretty much the actual mission is to discover whether or not there is a seal there or any sort of contamination, anything that Delta Green may need to look into.
I mean,
What we
Like-
experience would involve Delta Green. Sorry, let me say it
yeah.
again.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, technically, haven't we finished what we're here to do? I mean, I think we found a seal, and we pretty much confirmed there's something going on.
Well, we didn't really. Well, we found the seal on the paper, right? It could be anything, but we haven't found the seal like engraved on anything. But we did found something a bit messy up there in the 6th floor. So, do you think it's worth calling Mr. Marcus, Ancient Marcus, so we can alert him of this strange occurrence?
Well, I imagine. What time is it now? It's probably like 10 something.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll say this much. Your orders also include that you are to investigate the location and determine whether an unnatural influence is behind the disappearance. And if an
Well-
unnatural influence is found, it is to be stopped or destroyed.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, boys. Let's wait for Scout to come back, and Scoot to come back, and
About this time exactly, Scout walks into to Abigail's apartment.
Scoot. Thank God you're back.
Jesus
Ah.
fucking. How
Hey,
did you
boss.
get back here?
You're not happy to see me?
I'm confused. How did you just? How long? You weren't gone for long. I need 2 cigarettes.
I need a cigarette, not this one, a new one.
What Agent?
I just want to say that Tonny takes like a step away from Drake and like has a quick puff of his cigar.
He's like, he's guarding his cigar now.
I'm not sharing this.
What Agent Carey was saying, Agent Scoot, that we were there for a long period of time, but you just came within a few minutes out of that hallway.
Yeah, I was only in there for a couple of minutes. Saw some
Actually,
weird guys in a weird coat.
Jay, you check your watch. You realize
What time?
that your watch pretty much reads that you were gone for all of 3 minutes. It's 9:05 on your watch.
Would that be a sanity check as well?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
97 out of 65. Yeah, you feel like you must have been gone for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. Getting on to about nearly 2 hours, yeah. According to your watch, you've been gone for all of 3 minutes. Yeah, that's not right. You lose 1 sanity.
That's impossible. We could have sworn we've been there for nearly an hour or 2 in there.
He points this out. Does anybody else check their watches?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would check one.
I checked the time before. Where it was like, yeah, you know, it's.
Yeah, anybody
It was
that
like-
checks the time, give me a sanity check.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
72 out of 55 for
Oh, hell yeah,
Scout.
dude.
And a 61 out of 53 for Harlem, as well as a 3 out of 52 for Carrie. So, yeah,
wait.
Carrie, you realize that, yeah, it's been like 5 minutes. Scout and Harlem, you guys were, only in there for maybe a half an hour, 40 minutes max. You've lost maybe a minute, if that.
Well, it was 10:30 when we got to the top of the stairs.
Yeah,
So what's the time saying now?
it's about 11:15. Well, it should be 11:15. The
Well, I was gonna
clock.
say.
I'll
like,
say I'll say there's a
none of
clock.
our clocks would be right.
No,
'cause
none of your clocks would be right. I'll say there's a clock in Abigail's apartment though, and that is reading, 11:15. As far as your watch is concerned, about a minute has passed.
Well,
Huh.
that was whatever the case it is. We need to plan out. Agent Scoot. Maybe we'll inform you as well. Yeah, we've been informed by the tenants around here that Abigail is residing in floor 6, room. I forgot. 12A.
That's 12A.
Yeah.
Okay. Level 6.
So I don't think it's a good idea to go right now at this time. We need to plan out for tomorrow.
Wait.
Or there's 7 that we know of from what the tenants has informed us.
This building has 3 floors.
I know. We've been apparently onto the 4th floor.
Yeah, you didn't notice the part where the door to the roof led to another room?
Yeah. I just saw Jim in the drinking room with Mr. Rooks and all. Where did you?
I just thought there were a couple of bootleggers hanging out on the roof that build a building.
Jesus fucking Christ, I can't work under these fucking conditions!
I sniff Agent
Well,
Scoot.
Well, we didn't go up any other flight of stairs. Did anybody else go up any flight of stairs?
Give me an idea check as you're kind of talking about, the structure of how all this must fit together.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
With 100 out of 85, yeah, total fumble. You're like pretty sure that. Oh no, I guess they must have missed it. That like, oh yeah, there's a 3rd floor. Must be a 3rd floor. That's what it is. But with a 73 out of 75 for yourself there, Drake, you're starting to piece together that the length of the hallways that you traveled must have well stretched beyond the measurements for the floor plans of the building. In fact, the intersections that you ran into alone couldn't possibly fit within the floor plans. They stretch for too far.
None of this makes any sense. The hallways kept going despite the length of the building, the obvious length of the building. Yet we were walking for so long. It's impossible.
I don't think Donnie needs to comprehend this at all. He knows that place isn't natural.
Yeah.
What the?
So we need to.
So do we need to go back in?
We need to go back in, but not right now. We're underprepared. Why don't we just come back, prepare ourselves, what's to come in the next day?
We need to log everything as well. We can't forget why we're here as well. Jesus Christ.
All right. I guess we continue cataloging back there.
Yep.
And what do we plan out for the next day, boys? Actually, tell me what you guys are carrying right now? Any weapons also?
I don't think I have a weapon. I think as a intelligence case officer, I don't actually have like. Yeah.
Because right now, I have nothing on hand in terms of weaponry, and if I am under threat, I'm gonna book it, just to let you guys know.
Oh my.
I have weapons.
Oh, good.
No, I don't think I have anything that on me. Maybe I could source something. I'm not sure.
Agent Scoot, you might as well just bring some whatever weaponry you have, just in case to prepare for what's to come. Oh, just to let you know, we did saw some very ominous-looking hand that handed out a present to Agent Carey here.
I'll have a quick look through the book and be like, hey, I saw a couple of guys running around up there with these coats on.
I would just take the present and just show it to Agent Scoot, and also
Yeah.
the book inside.
Does anybody speak Latin?
Or a cult. Does anyone have a cult?
Oh yeah, if you have a cult, then I'll take a cult.
Well, we all have a base of 10.
No,
What about a coat?
a coat. Fuck's sake. Fuck off and all. Yeah, if you have Culture 60, or if you have Speak Latin, then you can identify that you can read it. Otherwise, if you have an intelligence over 70, then you can pretty much look at it and identify after about 5 minutes that, yeah, it looks like it's probably written in Latin.
All right. So my plan, boys, is just that we come back to this later on in the next day, or unless we tackle this head on again, since Agent Scoot and all that.
I think given the scene you boys made, you should probably give the residents a little while to cool down.
Yeah, that too. We should really give them a break after what we done.
I
Agent
need a
Carey,
break.
I'm putting you in charge of that. For the apologies.
I need a break. Good.
All right, boys. We will meet up in the next morning for this. Bring weapons. I'll bring my trusty crowbar.
Alrighty.
The crowbar! Mum said it's my turn to use the crowbar!
Is there anything else you guys want to do for the night scene or anything like that? Anything you want to do before you go to sleep?
Cataloging.
Well,
Other
I
than
think
Christmas.
I think we're just cataloging, aren't we? Because
Well, I mean,
think
yeah,
Jim
you
and
do
I
have
are-
the rest of the
Jim
night.
and I are always almost have a search.
Okay, yeah, if you guys want to finish up, then you can totally spend the rest of the night cataloging.
Do we
Yeah.
do again search, right?
If
Yeah,
everybody's
let's
going
go.
to spend the next 3 hours cataloging, then I'll say everybody give me a sanity check.
Are we doing that, boys?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Well, I
Yeah,
was going
I'm
to
in.
suggest we take that book to like a
Okay.
library of some kind, see if we can't get.
Fuck.
Oh my god! Actually, you know what? That's
Oh,
a smart
man.
idea. Yeah, let's go. Oh man, we should do that.
Alright,
Come on, Razz, give me
So-
the good news.
so... no, there's nothing that bad, actually, for doing that one. Because you failed sanity, you just lose 1 sanity. Is that your first failure in the cataloging in Abigail's room?
I think so,
Yeah, I
yeah.
thought it is as well. Yeah. With a 100 out of 52, that's a fail for Carrie. With a 2 out of 55, that's a pass for Scout. With an 83 out of 64, that is a fail for Jay. And Jay, is that your first failure or second?
That is my first. Yes.
That is your first? Okay. Those who fail the sanity for the first failure, you both just feel a strange sense like you're being watched, and you kind of look around at your co-workers that are here, cataloging in the room with you as well, and they're preoccupied, going over, cataloging, taking down pieces of paraphernalia off the wall and sealing it into bags. But you can't quite shake that sense that you're being watched. It's just a little off-putting. Harlem, do you catalog as well?
Nope.
Okay,
It's like past 11.
right. Yeah, so you could
Adding another 3 hours on that's not the best idea.
you decide to leave early and go to sleep. Not a problem. However, I will say that you guys do unveil another piece of interesting evidence. A sheet covers a napkin that is glued to the wall. Several people have glanced beneath the sheet, but none have removed it fully enough to get a good look. However, as you remove it, standing in the apartment, you have really no choice but to look at what is underneath. You pull this page off the wall, and your eyes become stuck to it, drawn to it, glued, and keep following the spiraling shape that's printed here on the sheet. It becomes somehow the most prominent thing on the cluttered wall. It lends the room a feeling of subtle melancholy, anxiety, and paranoia as you stare at it. You feel the room begin to shrink around you. The people in the room are looking at you, and as you look around to them, they're not looking at you. Maybe they are watching you, though. You're not quite sure. However, as you stare at it and have these strange thoughts kind of buzz in the back of your consciousness, give me a sanity roll. 58 out of 64. So you lose no sanity.
Well, yeah. Was I hypnotized by that symbol from the back of the
No,
symbol?
it's just you know how sometimes your brain just kind of clock onto something and you just follow it and you don't really know why. You kind of zone out as you stare at it. You know,
Okay.
you see a bug or something and you just kind of zone out and realize, wait, I've just been staring at a bug. What am I doing with my life? It's kind of like that. You just zone out as you start to feel these weird sensations, thoughts that seem to come from your subconscious, but they seem strange to you. Like, you're not usually one that's taken to fancies of paranoia, yet you can't help but feel that maybe Scott's looking at you when you've got your back turned, but maybe not. You're not really sure.
I must be seeing things. Anyway, Agent Scoot, I found this weird symbol. With your computer intellect, maybe you can do a little research for me about this in your spare time.
Definitely.
You look at the side, give me a sanity check.
The power of hacking, man.
Share the love, Tony. Share the
Just
love.
gonna come back tomorrow morning, find the other 3 fucking speaking in tongues.
79 out of 55.
Hey, Razz.
Yeah.
This is my second fail in this room.
No, that's for something else. It's fine.
Okay.
However, you lose 1d4 as you start to feel the that strange sensation of claustrophobia. You lose 3 sanity as the walls start to just feel closer than they have, and you kind of feel off kilter, a little like there's an itching under your skin, and it's odd that it's there, and you're not really sure where this has come from. It's like a dropping in your stomach, but not quite that forceful. It's just subtle on the edge. And as you sit there staring at this symbol, your eye continues to follow the spiral around and around, and you catch yourself thinking, how long have I been staring at this for? How long has Jay been staring at me staring at this for? Why is he staring so close at me?
I mean, I handed that note to him, so you agreed.
You consented. It's too late.
Yeah, he consented to do the research, so yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice actually. I kind of like the way the symbols, how they present themselves. What do you think, Agent Carey?
Tasteful thickness of it. That subtle off-white coloring.
Head face deep in, I'm looking at the photos of clowns. Yes, I'm obsessed with the clowns. Sorry, what do you want me to look at?
I hand him the piece of paper.
You fuck.
Okay, give me a sanity check.
It's over. Good night, sweet prince.
58 out of 51.
And it all comes tumbling down.
Yeah, you stare at this strange sign etched on this piece of paper. You're not really sure how to describe it. It's a strange geometric snake-like shape, maybe like a spiral, perhaps, with an intersecting line underneath. But you can't think of ever seeing anything like this. But as you stare at it, you start to feel slightly claustrophobic. The walls in this room, the papers hanging off it, the paraphernalia hanging off it, everything in the room is just starting to slightly feel a little closer. The walls a little tighter in. And as you stare at this strange symbol, your eyes following it around and around and around, and you kind of look around at the room and realize that even the room itself, the colorations, the paraphernalia, the art installation that is, or once was, Abigail Wright's apartment, seems to almost follow the same sort of spiraling, spinning pattern. It's as though, if anything, this is not simply some paper, but perhaps the centerpiece. But that's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Looks like it was haphazardly scrolled onto this piece of paper and then hidden underneath everything else. So that doesn't quite equate. And as you sit there looking at this and looking at the walls and wondering, why is Scout looking at you so intently? And what is Jay doing? Is Jay looking at me or the page? Why is he staring? You feel this strange pit in your stomach, like there's something just isn't quite right here, but you can't put your finger on it. And you certainly can't figure out why you would feel that over a hastily scrawled sigil on a piece of sticky note. You lose 1 sanity. What's your breaking point?
My breaking point is 51.
What's your current sanity?
50.
50. Okay.
Hey. Oh, you gotta say,
We will.
have you seen the yellow sign?
He's gone. He's out of the
He's
room.
not here. He's not here.
He just fucking went home.
Where is Harlem? I wanna he needs to see the yellow sign. We need to get him. We need to find him, boys.
We need to call him. Check out this picture. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
It's a pickle, right?
Hey, Jay. Page him back here. We need him. No, we need him. I need to show him.
I opened the door and the roof. It turned itself into a pickle.
Why would a door be a pickle? Funniest shit I've ever seen.
No, we need to get him. We need to get home. We when you get home, he needs to see the yellow sign. If this is,
Agent Carey, you're getting a bit too carried. Okay, give me it to me. Give it to me. Yeah.
He's trying to take the sign from.
Yeah, he can. I mean, do you want to give him the sign?
Sure, but you need to show Harlem. We need to show
Yeah.
Harlem.
Well, I'll show it to him. But first, let's give it to Andrew back, okay? And he needs to do his research, and then we'll show it to him, okay? Oh, take a picture. Take a picture. Why not?
Excellent idea. I can show.
Yeah,
Harlem
yeah.
immediately. Yeah. I take a photo. I take a photo of the yellow sign.
I can show
Yeah,
everyone.
you take a photo. You holding this yellow piece of paper. You snap a photo off it, and yeah, out comes another Polaroid. Very well shot Polaroid. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Cool. I can wait in the morning. That's fine.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Fine,
Let's do
boys.
that.
It's fine.
This is your drugs and cocaine.
Yeah, I think it's time. We get some sleep. You know. See you all in the morning. Yes. I leave.
Have a good night.
We'll say that you guys all go to sleep, and in the meantime, Skoobz has lost too much sanity and has reached a breaking point. So, Skoobz, you'll have to calculate your new breaking point. Okay, every time your agent's sanity is reduced to his or her breaking point, he or she gains a new disorder. Immediately reset the breaking point to your agent's current sand minus power. What would be a good one? I'm going to go...
Say paranoia, but he's already fucking got it.
It's already been very upset with getting fucking mogged by old men.
Yeah, I was going to say ligmophobia. No, I think paranoia is actually perfect. Paranoia would be perfect for your character, Skoobz. Because, like, most of your sand losses come from people knowing too much about you. So, yeah, add a new disorder, you now have paranoia. So, the current rundown, so the brief dialogue here for paranoia is a state of extreme suspicion in which a fear of invisible enemies pervades one's worldview. Paranoics interpret any event as a clue to a conspiracy against them. Unless your agent finds a way to stifle his or her paranoia, he or she can't trust or rely on anyone.
Excellent. Love to see it.
Man, you got 2 presents tonight.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, you guys come back in the morning. Who arrives first? Does anybody arrive first?
I guess me.
Okay. You arrive first at the apartment. We'll say who wants to arrive next. Is anybody going to arrive late?
I'll be there right on time.
Okay.
Well, I'll probably be going to the library to go do some research, so I'll probably be last.
Okay. Yeah, because you organised that with Jay, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll then start with Harlem. You arrive a little bit later at the apartment, and you all start beginning to, I guess, continue to sort through the details of the apartment.
Yep. But we still did said to Andrew to bring. Sorry, we just. It's good to bring weaponry, so we can prepare to go over to Abigail's level. Hope we're all ready for that.
Okay, so Agent Scout then. We'll begin with you. We'll say that you go to the, for lack of a better term, the New York Library. New York Library. Library in New York. What are you trying to research exactly?
Probably just references to that image.
Okay. How long do you spend?
As long as it takes.
What are you using to research?
Probably a computer
Okay.
to begin with, to see if I can just, find a reference of that symbol, and then go from there, see if I can find any keywords, and then...
Let's say there are 3 computers at the New York Library then? Does that sound about right?
Also, do you have the book that we got from
It'll be
Yeah, I
yours.
probably would have taken that as well.
Okay, good. Well,
Yeah, okay, you have the book with you as well. You're at the New York Library, and you currently have access to an open terminal. How long do you want to spend trying to find this sigil?
Let's start with 3 hours.
Okay, give me computer science. You're pretty sure you checked, your basic level of, like, demonology sites and, you checked the Demon Web 101, and nothing there. Checked a couple other sites as well. We couldn't see anything that kind of followed up from there either. But yeah, 3 hours go by. Meanwhile, Carrie and Jay, you're both in Abigail's apartment trying to sort through the mess. So both of you give me sanity checks.
Oh, please, goodness me. Gimme. Lucky. Yay!
86 out of 50. Okay, so Agent J.
Hey, I would be there also actually. So
Oh.
I could do.
Good point.
There
There
you
we go. 34 out of 53. All is well, except for Agent Carrie. You lose 1 sanity, Agent Carrie, as you kind of shuffling through these papers. You think you hear laughing coming from the other side of the wall.
That wall, yeah?
No, he's working on this wall.
Oh, okay.
But
You
think you
guys
hear
do
like very vague chatter, like somebody's like there's a conversation, maybe quiet conversation happening in like an adjoining room. You can't see anyone. Maybe they're coming from the hallway. You're pretty sure that maybe they're just walking down the hallway. It sounds like there's definitely conversation. It sounds like people talking.
I run out into the hallway.
You run out to the hallway. They definitely sound closer as you run out there, and you poke your head out, and there's no one. Give me a sound check.
It just keeps sustaining itself.
74 out of 49. You lose 1 sanity. You were positive that there were people in this hallway. It sounded like they were talking in this hallway. They should have been right here. And where the hell are they?
God fucking damn it. I head back into the room. You guys hear anything? You heard any laughing people?
Yeah.
I heard someone out there. You know what's going on? No?
No, oh, we didn't hear anything. You alright there, buddy?
Wow.
Harlem. Have you heard of the yellow sign? Have you seen the
Oh,
yellow sign?
you mean that thing you guys found here last night after I left?
Have you seen the yellow sign?
Well,
Join us.
Yeah,
apparently not.
Carrie's holding a piece of paper out to you.
Wait, the picture or the paper?
The picture, I'd say.
Okay, I wonder if it has the same effect.
well, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Give me a sound check.
But it's the real question.
77 out of 80. Critical success. You don't lose any sanity.
Roll.
Oh,
You did
human.
you did. You know.
I'm okay.
Well, I
looking
mean,
at
he's
Malcolm
holding
right
it.
now.
He's holding the. Okay, so he's holding the thing out in front of him. He's holding the photo out in front of him, going, "Have you seen this?" So before you could human, you're gonna have to give me a sad. I will still count your human roll.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, with a 70 out of 53. Looking at this symbol, it's a strange sort of symbol. You're not quite sure how to describe it. It's a strange geometric sort of thing, kind of like a spiral. Reminds you maybe of like a dragon's tail almost, but you're not sure why you're getting that imagery. That's odd. It just keeps on kind of dragging your eyes in further and further, and you can't quite pull your eyes away from it. It's really odd. But the walls are definitely exactly where they should be. Closer, maybe? I'm not really sure. And why is Carey looking at you so intently? Sweat on his forehead. It's not that hot in here. Why does he keep staring?
Is he undressing me with his eyes?
Could be. Who knows? And you snap. Like, why? Almost like, how long have I been staring at this thing? You can't quite put your finger on it. It's like you've awoken from a soft doze. Looking at Malcolm, at Carrie, he kind of looks feverish, curious. I don't know. Agent Carrie, how do you look as you hold the sign, the photograph of the sign, up to Agent Harlem?
I guess like a kind of like probably not like maniacal, but like sort of like almost like, have you seen it? Like with a smile, like that kind of look in your face. So it's like, have you seen the yellow sign?
Like excited for his reaction.
Yeah,
Have you seen this picture?
Yeah.
It's very funny.
It's the only time you've seen me smile. It's the only time they've seen any positive emotion instead of like stone cold or anger or like irritate. Like, you know, it is the first time they've seen like it's like a smile on my face. Like, have you seen the yellow sign?
Well, I guess I have.
Yeah,
This
that's
This
how
is
it looks.
fine.
Yeah. Now, Tony, I believe you didn't fail that sanity check, so you can make a check for helplessness
What?
on your character sheet. If
Helpless.
you collect all 3, you get a prize. It's not good.
I am quite lost where in the character sheet.
That's
there.
okay,
You get
I've
to
already
achieve
done it.
Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Okay, I see now. Oh, wow.
Hooray!
Okay. So, Scott, you're still in the library. What are you doing?
Oh, I think I might hit the books or even speak to a librarian or maybe even do a Yahoo search on like occult dealings in New York. See if I can
Go
find
on.
a specialist.
Okay, well, pick one.
Go into the Yahoo chat rooms. Has anyone seen this site?
Let's start with the occult. Let's see if I can find someone that's, you know, hippy dippy enough that can help me.
What, at the library?
Via the computer.
Okay, I was like, what? Okay, so like in a chat room.
No, see if I can just like Google search someone for their like bring your occult shit here, that kind of deal. I don't know how else to explain it. Go find a specialist.
Okay, you're going to try and find a specialist. Well, you could try and find somebody who's a specialist in, say, folklore, at a major university, maybe something like that.
Well, there's no one that's like claims to be an expert on the strange.
Online, no.
I-
Like there are
I mean,
websites.
would it be remiss of me to mention that like Yahoo chat rooms were a thing, and that
Yeah,
there
like-
would literally have been an occult chat room that also would have been anybody know how to summon succubus feeling really horny right now?
Yeah,
Smiley
okay.
face.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can try a Yahoo chat room.
Oh, fuck it. Let's just post that photo online. Let's do it.
You're going to scan it into the computer?
Yep. Well, just use the scanner to scan it in and...
Okay. You use the scanner. You scan the photo in. After a while, it pops up. It sends through to the terminal. You've got a picture of it. So what, you're going to just go into a chat room and say, hey, does anybody know what this is?
I probably wouldn't be that blasé.
Well, hey, you're the one playing the character here, man. It's all on you.
Looking for occult hotties near you.
Oh,
No, I'd probably just put in
Alright.
something along the lines of like, I don't know, just like, is anyone a specialist with the occult?
Alright, being literal about it, like that's pretty much what the old Yahoo chat rooms were, where it was just an index of subjects,
Yeah,
and it was basically literally fucking everything and anything.
yeah, just like a massive forum.
Oh no, so it would be like it was like a
It'd be like
bunch of
similar
old
to Reddit
IRC
now.
channels effectively, and you'd navigate an index, and there'd be rooms for basically everything. So there would literally be
similar
like
to
an
Reddit.
actual occult room, and there would be people in there that would just be like, "How do someone succubus? Feeling horny right now." DM.
But is it a live chat? I never did
Yeah.
any of this. Yeah, so it's like the room would be empty if there's nobody there online at the moment.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I didn't do any of this shit. I didn't have internet until
I'm
like.
gonna see if I can find a fucking screenshot of it for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't have the internet until I was like in fucking high school. So, man, that makes me sound so fucking old.
I know, right? I feel so old.
The
when
fuck are
said
you
that.
talking about? You're complaining about shit like you having never seen it. I'm the one that should be feeling old right now.
Yeah, fuck you, Jim. You fucking skeleton.
Going to worlds.com. Oh fuck! I think that was real then too. I think that was active. Oh god, I'm gonna check that too.
There you go. Do it. An internet
What's
history lesson.
.com. Well, no, it's still a thing, by the way. Well, like
Oh
it's
my
the
God.
first MMO-ish thing.
So yeah, you try finding chat rooms. You know,
Yes,
you find
it was. It was active in 1995.
There you go. Yeah, you find like there's a couple of chat rooms with like, you know, there's a couple with just one dude hanging out in them. You know, things like looking for occult paraphernalia, where to get which candles work best, sacrificial dagger ? Things like that. You find one which is It looks like it might have something to do with what you're looking for. Sigils to summon demons? Question mark. There's like 3 people in there.
Yeah, I would just post that picture
Can
in there
you
then.
post a picture into a Yahoo chat room, or does it just have to be text? I'm not sure.
You could send like
thought-
I think some would let you sort of.
I
It was like
thought-
HTML based. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what I
knew you
mean.
were
Like, I
doing,
wouldn't embed.
You could embed an image with HTML.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was just
I don't remember
Oh.
that.
Yeah, but you'd have to
Well,
download the file. Like, I think you embed the file to the chat room, then you download the file, and then you can look at the file locally.
Oh no, so like it was like really, really old rudimentary HTML chat. So what it would mean is that the security was fucking dog shit, and you could just put HTML code in it. So, like, here's a really shitty screenshot.
Yeah, I'm
It's
interested.
extremely low resolution, but like that's pretty much what it was.
God.
Okay. Yeah, I
So,
mean, I'm
yeah,
not seeing
like-
pictures being posted. Is
Yeah,
there
I know,
anything
but
in
that's
there?
like it's
Create
not
room
something
for
people
chatting.
did, but it was a
Cool.
HTML chat, so you
Chat.
could put HTML in your text box and it would render on people's clients.
Okay.
People would use it for rainbow text more often than not.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like rainbow text. I'm not sure about taking a photo on there. I'm gonna
Oh,
put it
no,
this
like,
way.
so-
I can't see a picture on there, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say it's text based.
Hell yeah. But I guess I would just describe it in text then.
That doesn't help them. They're like, lol, what you mean?
You
I
could,
don't
like,
think Mo was getting into it then.
What
You could,
sigil
like,
is
upload
this?
it
What book from?
somewhere
Yeah, you could
and,
say like,
link to it.
yeah, like send me pic, email, question mark.
Yeah, we could just do that then. Like, whatever way fucking works that we're not going to get buried down in how HTML
Give me an
works on
idea
Yahoo.
check.
Yeah,
You are just about to send something that's part of your Delta Green investigation to a civilian, an unknown
Yeah,
civilian,
that's-
over the internet.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't going to send them an email.
Okay. I'm just saying maybe, yeah, consider the path being taken. That's all.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Other than that, I guess we could contact the handler and see if he knows anyone.
Yep. You could absolutely. You've got his pager.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to a public phone, or what do you want to do?
library. Would they have
What was outlined? Like, does it matter?
What do you mean?
Like, what were the forms of communication outlined? Can I just use a public phone?
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty
Yeah,
much,
let's do
you'll
that
you'll
one.
call his pager, and then he'll call, most likely, Abigail's apartment. Do any of
Okay,
you
yeah.
have a mobile phone? Can any of you afford a mobile phone?
Oh, I'll just send him a page then when I get back to the apartment then.
Yeah. Okay. You send a page. Sorry, would you do that tonight then after visiting the apartment, or do you go from the library to your apartment and then send
I
a
just,
page?
yeah, library to apartment, page him while I'm there, so I don't miss the call.
Okay, yep. You go back to your apartment, you send a page to Marcus, and give me a luck check. All right, 8 out of 50. After about 20 minutes, you get a phone call.
But I will answer.
Mr. Marcus?
Hey, I just got your page. What's up?
I was wondering if you had some contacts with people dealing with, the strange nature, the occult.
I could speak to some of the other cells. Why? What do you mean? What do you need?
Just got a weird book and a couple of symbols that we'd just like to, just look down the avenue.
Okay, what's the book about?
It's all in Latin.
Okay, then probably destroy it. What else do you need to have a look at?
Found a strange symbol on the wall of Abigail's apartment.
Okay, then. So you can confirm that the presence. You can confirm the presence of supernatural sigils then in the premises. I believe then cult nature.
So fucking lootly.
Okay. Have you found out anything about Abigail? Do you know where she is?
Well, apparently she's on the 6th floor of a 3-building apartment.
Sorry, you're gonna have to run that by me again.
The building's weird, man. That's all I've got for you at the moment.
Okay, weird how.
But you can outright tell him.
Went to the roof. The roof is not the roof. The roof is like a transport back into the 1920s, man.
He's quiet on the line for what seems like some
I,
time.
I know how it sounds, but we all got fucking lost in it. We all lost a shitload of time, and there's people who believe they're from the 1920s in there.
Teleportation gate, maybe.
Possibly.
And you lost time, you say.
Yeah, I think the other guys lost more than I did, but they went up a lot earlier than I did.
Look, the mission hasn't changed. It sounds like that whatever's happened to the subject is of an occult nature or an unnatural nature. Can you find the source?
That's what we're working on today.
Alright, find the source, destroy it. Any means necessary.
And about my help?
What help?
About somebody helping me with the symbol?
Somebody helping you for what? Just destroy it.
Okie dokie.
Just we need to the mission hasn't changed. We need to erase any unnatural influences and stop whatever has caused the changes you've reported. Okay. Yep.
Pulls out lighter right now and lights it up.
Give me a sound check.
Oh, damn it. Want to destroy book. Yes.
43 out of 52. Yeah, you kind of, you look at it and you're like, no, I need to, yeah, okay. You're currently in your apartment with smoke detectors.
I'll just go outside on the balcony because I want to go to Smoker's apartment.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you grab there's a tin bucket that they use as a bin. You just chuck the book and the photo in there. And yeah, you set it on fire.
Problem solved.
They're like screaming with demonic voices when you burned it.
No, it's a book.
Alright, what about the seal? Did you burn that as well?
Did you burn that?
Yeah, it burns.
Yeah. I had the book and the seal on me. They are fucking gone. Well, they're in the bucket on fire. Whatever happens to them afterwards, I'm not sure.
Yeah, as the fire consumes the photograph, sorry, not the photograph, the piece of paper with the sigil on it, you almost you catch your hand is like slowly just you're looking at the paper is slowly catching fire and slowly burning, and you're watching your hand slowly move towards the flame in the bucket as you go to retrieve the picture, and then you realize, what the fuck am I doing? What was that? And the paper burns and the book burns and everything. It takes a little time, but it burns to ashes. Meanwhile, everybody else in the apartment, who's got the high search? You guys all... I made you make your sanity rolls, and then I didn't let you search for anything. So
Well,
I owe you a search roll.
And I'm going to head back to the apartment now.
Okay.
well, I guess that'd be me with the 7. Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, 69 out of 70. Critical
Nice.
success, baby. Nice.
Yo, baby girl, what up?
Yeah, girl. Damn, you know what it is. You find an airline ticket.
Oh, hell yeah.
Portion of what looks like a machine-printed ticket for Whitwer Michael for United Airlines from LAS. That is the well, you could figure that one out anyway, but it's the international airport for Las Vegas to Boston Logan International Airport. Apparently, the flight date is the 6th of June, 2015.
Huh.
Like 1920 or sorry, what was it? 19?
No, 2015.
2015.
Oh, 2015. Wow. Wow, what year?
Yes, I will give you your handout. There we go. It looks like it says it's an airport, like a flight ticket. Doesn't look like any flight ticket you've ever seen.
Does it have a watermark on it? Like, do I hold it up to the light? Has it got that little
No, it's got
layer?
United on the top left. United Airlines.
Huh.
I mean, that doesn't look like the United Airlines logo that you know. It's a different font, but the logo matches. It's got a flight number on it, a gate number, departure time, but this isn't anything like why has it got a scratchy symbol on the side of it? What's that mean? What is it, a
that's fucking
barcode?
weird.
It kind of looks like a barcode, but it's all fucked up and weird.
Hey, printer must be on the fritz.
Yeah, even the paper, like the card that it's printed on, it's like hard cardboard. It's a solid sort of ticket.
This is the worst forgery I've ever seen.
And I mean, they're definitely definitely pre-planning if this flight is for the 6th of June 2015. But yeah, that's what you find.
Oh, big think on that one. Must be some kind of kid's toy.
I wonder if you have to use your hands. It's going to be another 3 hours until Scout arrives, so feel free to everybody give me another sanity check.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
30 out of
fuck yeah,
64, that is a success
I'm really
for
feeling
Jay.
it.
69 again. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't the other one. Disregard.
Oh,
Whoa, a 1, a critical for Mr. Carey, Agent Carey, and a 64 out of 53 for Agent Harlem.
So yeah, that's my second failure in the
That
row.
is your second failure, and as you're standing there going through all this weird paraphernalia on the wall, kind of still thinking about that ticket, you hear raised voices in the hallway. Arguing
Do I
about something,
recognize the
maybe?
voices?
Give me an alertness. You think you hear Manuel's voice. I told you I
Huh.
didn't do anything like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, man, get up.
Yeah, you walk out
investigate
to
the
the
voice.
hallway.
Maybe he made bail, maybe.
Yeah,
And I saw Agent Harlem just walked out. I follow him just in case.
yeah. You walk out into the hallway and there's nobody there. Make a sanity check.
Or only him, right? Because he only heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hell yeah, boys.
You
We're in.
lose 1 sanity. You could have swore that, I mean, from the way it sounded, Manuel should be standing right there in the old telephone nook, arguing with somebody. Like, that was his voice. You're positive that was his voice. He was right there. But there's nobody here in the hallway.
You heard something, Agent Harlem?
Ah, nothing. Thought I heard something.
All right then. Well,
Yeah.
We gotta get back to Catalan there, mate.
Give me an idea check, Agent Harlem.
Oh, boy.
You could swear that you heard Thomas Manuel's voice. I mean, you're speaking to him just the other day.
The other day.
Like you and I mean, while everybody else was kind of rifling through his shit, you were sitting there next to him having a conversation with him. Yeah, he was aggravated, but you're pretty sure you'd recognize his voice. And you could swear that was definitely him in the hallway. I mean, if you wanted to cover all your bases, you could call through to the detective at the office and just see if he's still, in the fucking holdup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Tonny's not gonna do that. He doesn't want people recognizing his voice.
Hey, there you go. It's just a
Thinking,
thought.
like, hey, maybe we should check up on that kid. Like, put it lock up. Yeah.
All right, if you want him, if you want to, Agent, yeah, me and Carrie are just gonna carry on with the cataloging.
You know I can't go down there.
Well, just call.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
just staring at him at this
Yeah.
point, like
It's like,
it's like,
go on then.
it's like, they'll probably recognize me, right?
Hey, you said it.
He's like, yeah.
Like, well,
It's impossible to get good help. Agent Carey, you're just sitting here watching this. This train wreck unfold.
yeah.
What's happening here?
I think I'm just gonna go outside and have a smoke. Holy fuck.
Yeah, Harlem's decided to just leave. He walks out the apartment.
It's like, last night, today, I don't know about this team, man.
I'm gonna need 3 cigarettes.
Alright, well, having their break, I'm just gonna be cataloging.
Yeah, so, Scout, you arrive at the McAllister. Carrie and Harlem are sitting out front smoking.
Well, I guess I'll pull my own out then and join the crew. Working hard, boys. Guess it's a smoke break.
So, how'd you go with the, was it the research?
Oh yeah, that all got burnt.
What?
Well, I hit a couple of dead ends, so I called our handler and he told me to burn it all.
Well,
You destroyed evidence.
I was told to.
I'm almost seething, but
well, I mean, now the seal is gone. It's like, what?
I pull out my photograph of the seal. You mean the seal?
Wait, you have photos of all of it?
Of course, I take photos of everything. What are you talking about?
Oh,
It's
well,
evidence.
Agent Marcus told us to burn anything of the occult nature. Well, destroy was his actual words.
Why don't we just burn this whole fucking building down? What do you want? What are we supposed to do at this point?
It's like, well, actually, there's what? One person in there right now?
There are 5, I believe.
They wouldn't be hard. Pull the fire alarm, burn the fucking building to the ground. Problem solved.
It's just thinking about it like, yeah, this would be pretty easy to get us civilians out, actually. This would be a fast and easy solution to what we're supposed to do.
Oh yeah, there's 4 people living in there at the moment.
Yeah, well, our mission was find things of occult nature and destroy it. This building is of occult fucking nature as far as I'm concerned.
Are we considering actually setting this building on fire?
Oh yeah.
Alright, but we gotta make it look like an accident.
Yeah, I know. If only there was like a basement full of flammable materials or something.
Yeah, a whole bunch of oil paintings. That stuff goes
Yeah.
off pretty easy. We're all police officers, so, you know, getting fudged reports, kind of not hard to do either. In fact, we should probably have this conversation inside.
It's New York. No one fucking cares.
People walking past offering to help.
It's New York in the 90s. There's no one on the fucking streets. No one that wants to be, anyway.
They don't want to get shot.
Exactly.
Could I possibly confirm if there is some form of any form of like security, cameras, anything, you know, easy witness points? I don't know. Can I do like a surveillance of the building?
Yeah,
Or is it
absolutely.
destroyed?
Have you? What do you want to use for that? I would take computer science or forensics would be good. Maybe law.
Criminology.
Criminology, absolutely. Criminology is perfect. 73 out of 50. Walking around, you can't really see anything that sticks out as far as security or anything. You don't see any cameras, at least. Whether they have to place, like, you know, silent alarmed, or if it's got one of those fancy, you know, fire alarms where it automatically calls the fireys if fire is detected, something like that.
Well, we need to make a plan in terms of how we're gonna us in this thing. If that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, like I said, we're all police officers. We could probably just get them to fudge reports.
I mean, but I think we no, I can't be, we can't be caught. No, we have to absolutely.
So we disconnect all the fire alarms, we get everyone out of the building, so this fucker burns for as long as possible without somebody rocking up.
Yeah, that. Do you think we can do that? Do you think that's within the realm of possibility? Like, it's just, you know, we can't get caught. We can't cause a murder. We can't cause a, you know, this. If there's a murder, then that's questions, and we can't ask questions. It can't be ask questions. Can't have that.
Whoa, I guess you're right in that aspect, because if you were to burn the building and Abigail's not in the building, it's technically not murder, is it?
But no, other people.
Oh, yeah, you mean those guys? Yeah. We just pull the fire alarm.
What if we sabotage one of the empty rooms? Maybe, wait, if Manuel's not on leave yet, we have access to his apartment, and maybe we could, I don't know, set off like an oven or something, you know, in there.
Set it ablaze.
Well, yeah, we could
Don't
do that.
need to. There's a basement full of flammable materials.
That works too, I guess.
You're really
Like-
overthinking it.
We could also frame him for it. We could put all the shit in his apartment so it looks like he burnt the building down.
I thought we're Delta Green here, not fucking criminals.
I'll give you this one for free, Andrew. It's going to be pretty hard to frame Manuel for burning down the building if Manuel is
He's
currently
not there.
sitting in a jail cell.
No, but we've just put all the painting supplies in his. There was a short on his electrical
No,
system.
I mean, you guys are really overthinking this. There's a basement full of flammable material.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but how can you, like, you know, how would, I don't know if they're
It's-
gonna.
it is-
you know,
It is an old building in New York. There is a lot of wood inside those buildings.
It's
How
also a
will
brick
Let this thing
exterior,
go
dude.
up.
It's a brick
I-
exterior, and you're also forgetting that this is the middle of New York. Like, yeah, it's gonna it'll catch fire if you set it in the basement, but you're
Oh.
putting a lot of trust in the whole place
fire.
catching fire prior
too,
to
but
the
also
fire
firefighters.
brigade arriving.
Yeah, fire brigade as well. So don't forget that they may come in within 10 minutes, maybe in that year, in that day and age. You know.
Jeez, if somebody only had improvised explosives on them.
I know what you're talking about. Don't look at me.
Oh, I have points in demo.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, CDC. Wait, hold on. I'm CDC, so let me see if I have any demolition.
well, I mean, just
You wouldn't have demolition
for the
CDC.
group.
I don't like, and I literally have demos on me. I carry a backpack at all times. You guys don't know what's in it. There are explosives in it.
But wait, I like how we're just jumping the gun right now. I know that our mission as Delta Queen is to eliminate any supernatural threat, but we do have what is it? Clues. And show a strong
Like,
insinuation that
Donnie's
that
pretty
Abigail
keen
Gilmore-
on not being in the building anymore. Drake says, "Hey, we could just burn this building down." He's like, well, "Actually, fuck, that's a really good way to solve all of my problems right now."
it's like an optional mission that we need to do.
I'd really like to wash my hands of what's going on now.
So the mission was to find out things of the occult nature and destroy it. It has occult nature. We're destroying it. We're doing the mission.
We are doing the mission, but it's an optional mission, and that's what I was saying about Abigail.
No. It just has a side effect of the mission.
So wait, do we need to do our other mission to before we commit a terrorist act? Do we need to do our job in terms of logging everything in Abigail's room?
Wait. How about this? Eliminate all evidence that we were here, including our time with the police as well. Not to mention, if we were to destroy the building.
I mean, it's fake IDs, right? We've got fake identities.
Oh, that's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, nobody knows who we're, except for Drake. But look, we're all fine.
Have we been into the police station with and there's bound to be some surveillance there, right?
Yeah, well,
You
that's not
questioned
Donnie's problem.
Manuel.
Donnie didn't go.
Manuel, we have not forgot about him, have we not?
But
I
regardless,
reckon we just literally do a door-to-door sweep, kick in some doors, make sure the building's empty, lock it down, rig some gas lines, and I'll set up some explosives. Easy
Okay.
done.
All right then. Okay. Having a look at it, we'll check that if Roger's in there.
So you guys could just like saying it to the group, like, we don't even need to break down doors. We just, tell people there might be a gas leak. We found it during the investigation. I don't know, whatever. Tell them to evacuate the building for the day. You do your thing. We're all good.
Well, we just get fumigation signs. We're
Well, no,
fumigating
I
the
mean,
building.
like, you literally have an FBI cover. You can just say, like, hey, we found a thing. You should leave the building for the day. We're going to fix it.
All right.
Gone.
So you got something in your bag that could explode, right? Why don't we turn on the gas in Abigail?
Yeah, no, I would do it in multiple rooms.
Okay.
I'm making sure this building goes up.
In flames. All right. Yeah, we can go from there. Just remember, evidence. We need to get rid of that.
Oh no, it's all in a bag on the table.
Oh, no.
Shame.
All right.
we have to completely obliterate Abigail's room, though.
All
That's the
right.
thing.
So that's the plan. Who? Okay. So okay. Well, I'm guessing, of course, Agent Scoot will be the one planting the bombs and then setting off the gas to go off.
I feel like I'm about to do most of the fucking nefarious work.
And all of us will be the one clearing the building, locking it up, and all that. And yeah, that's basically our jobs there.
I mean, we have a very small amount of people to get out of the building, so...
Yeah. Hopefully, cross our fingers. Anyway.
So it's simple. We just turn the gas off to the building.
Yep.
I disconnect all the fucking ovens and all the gas lines inside the building, set the charges, turn the gas on, press the button. Nobody
what do
turn
you-
around and look.
Now, in particular, where would you set the charges? In which room? Like, I know you're saying put all the gas
So
on.
this door and this door.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
May I request the second floor? Like, just destroying that.
That's the door I was pinging.
Okay, yeah.
All right then. So wait, did you point it out on the second floor?
Yeah, like a charge is literally going on this door.
Okay. All right then. Well, that one, and I guess that's it, right? This
I would
place-
probably put one on the first floor as well, directly under that building, like underneath this floor.
Yep. And
That room is getting fucking nuked.
All right, so we're gonna turn all the gases inside the apartment. All right, and you.
Yeah, so I would find the mains to the building,
Yep.
turn them off, and then I would fucking sabotage every gas line I can find in this building.
All right then. All right, boys, are we gonna put that as a plan?
Yeah, we need to go. We need to break into teams before especially if we're going on the top floor. You
All
can't
right.
go alone.
Well, I
Well,
can take this
who's good with a set of pliers and can help me find gas lines?
What skills do we need to do for that, Razz? To find gas lines and all that.
Hit me with a craft. I probably have it.
To find gas lines, probably would want
Wait,
architecture.
I have architecture.
Yep.
Yes.
I was gonna say, didn't we have a map to the building?
No, you don't have a map to the building. You have.
Oh, we don't. Oh, okay.
We probably could go to like the council planning and actually get the prints to that. To the
You
building,
absolutely
though.
could.
Okay.
Yeah, but fuck this. I actually get to roll something. I never thought I'd get to roll.
And we can just break the doors down. We don't need
Oh,
anyone.
excellent.
I would say with
It's great.
40 architecture, you don't need to roll it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you're not under duress. You're going to be going through the building. But, yeah, obviously, it's going to take you probably a day to track all this shit down if you don't have blueprints.
Well, good thing
Like,
we've
you
got
could
a
probably
whole
find
day.
the mains, but it'll be likely in the basement. But that's about it.
Yeah, well, I would turn off the mains and then I would probably just pick on ovens.
Yeah.
And then maybe a riser, like where the air shafts are. There's probably mains that come up through here as well.
Mm.
Would be
Okay.
my guess.
How many charges do you have, my friend?
I have 2.
Oh shit.
So, sorry, you have demolition charges.
Yes.
And how do you get those? I guess you would have just put them in your carry-on suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is pre 9/11.
Pre
So
9/11.
yeah, you could just throw shit in your suitcase and go. Yeah, that's fine.
This is back when they didn't even check aircraft attendants.
Airport security was fucking awful in the 90s. That's why there were so many hijackings. People would just take guns onto planes.
I had a
Well,
knife
then
in
they
my
had
bag
air
I forgot about.
marshals.
I had a knife on my bag that I forgot about, Razz, when I went to Victoria and came back. I still have that knife. It was just on a clip in the front pocket of my bag.
Oh, good win. They
Oh,
I
no,
forgot a knife
literally
in my
right
bag
after
once and I lost
9/11.
it.
I went on a bunch of flights with my little brother, and he, like, quite literally had in his carry-on luggage a, like, little fucking lunchbox that was actually filled with pocket knives and shit. Didn't get found. And that bag was
pocket knives.
checked.
Jesus Christ.
Casually, they got a pocket
I
knife.
was gonna
knife.
say, guys,
Yes,
it is
yes.
10:30. We were supposed to finish up a half an hour ago. So, do we want to continue the planning for the explosion of the McAllister next week? Which is apparently what
Yeah.
we're going
Very
with.
tragic and unexpected outcome.
Yeah.
Razz has gonna have to like work around this now.
I have plans. All right.
I
Well,
mean, this is just meant to be like the introduction to the main campaign, basically. So
yes.
This was probably supposed to end this session.
That's okay. So what we'll do is we will continue on next week then with splitting into teams and planning out the great destruction of the McAllister.